To acquire controlling interest in introduce Bitcoin treasury. Interesting. Let me take a look at that. BTC treasury. It's a nice spike. Anytime you hear mention of BTC treasury, stock pumps and dumps. Pump and dumps. Let's go, Tesh. Good morning. T. Good morning. Shima. Good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Green Jericho, not greedy. Jay. Good morning, Bins. Kick. Let's kick it. Good morning, Quantilino. Quanlitino. Studio. Good morning. Lizzie, good morning. Other J, good morning. BLK, good morning. YW, good morning. Chris, good morning. Brian, good morning. Virus and Thrust. So these guys are announcing that news of a BTC. Oof, that stock is flying now. Flying. Damn. Yes. KNW is so it says that's the yeah, so whoever Greg is, so Greg Kidd is acquiring a controlling interest in this stock and introducing a Bitcoin treasury strategy. Right, so yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. Grandma, good morning. Hello. Bailey, good morning. Uh, good morning, good morning. Lee, good morning. Raven, good morning. Mark, good morning. Rita, good morning. CM, good morning. Sandra, good morning. Erin, good morning. Archer, good morning. LJ, good morning. A, good morning. Hello. Hello. Double tap. Hi. Hi. That's some pretty interesting news to drop, right as we show up on stream. Having moved. So there goes 90 cents. We're obviously into a supply zone now, so just be a bit more cautious there. Just a bit more caution there, please. Okay. Perfect. HSDT. Yeah, that one did really well yesterday. The yeah, so 4.8 million share float for this one. Not bad at all. At this point, though, since we're in that supply zone and resistance at 95 cents, let's see if it breaks above $1 or gives us a retest there. That thing's like, nope, psych, see ya. See ya. That thing is cooking. There goes 120, guys. It is flying. Shish. Yeah, that is really, really good news though, right? So someone acquiring and controlling interest in the stock and introducing the BTC strategy, right? That stock is on fire now. Damn. Sheesh. On Rumble? Okay, Josh. Okay, I'm coming. Damn, look at it go, guys. Like we just showed up on stream and they dropped the news and now it's up 200%. 150. Oh my goodness. 160. It is not stopping. Oh my goodness. What a run. I didn't think it was going to move that quickly, you know? I did not think, quite lovely is right. I did not think this thing would move that quickly. Um, my goodness. Congratulations if you played this thing. Look at that. The news came out and it said, yeah, that's it. That's it. So let's see if, let's see if it consolidates at some point and then, and then go from there. Yeah, that was an impressive move. I have it up here somewhere. I think Romeo, isn't it at $15 or so now? I'll take a look. I need to look at Rumble as well though, because Josh is on Rumble. Let's see. Searching, Josh, searching. Oh my goodness, Josh, what did you do? What did you do? Ooh, wee. Uh, Only the best equipped traders can handle market conditions. Here's a couple of to get a couple of people on the cutting edge. Let's go, Josh. Sheesh. Let's go. Let's go, Josh. Let's go. I need to pull up the wheel. I need to pull up the wheel. Love it. Let's go. So we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of spins for the algo today, by the way. Alrighty, so don't go anywhere. And yeah, the tools, Josh, the tool. You need the tools. Love it. No. Love it, love it, love it. Let's go. Yeah, so it looks like that thing is stalling on 160 for now, so just be careful up there. That's a pretty sweet run. Very, very sweet run. And let's see what it does though, like going into the open, right? See what it does going into the open. Looking at some of these other names like VERO still failing at resistance. Um, Circle has actually been quite nice. You know, it came all the way back up, so that's good. Um, all the way back up, KNW. There we go. There we go. Edit. Okay. Let me go back to KNW here. Okay. KNW. Let's go, James. Virus. Yeah, I completely forgot to look at the IPOs as well. So both of these are, so the one that's priced for sure, the IPO is OMDA. Right, so it'll be interesting to see what that thing does when they come out. Right, that's if we're still on stream at that point. We might be in Discord, but yeah. So this has been priced for sure to come out today. The other one with the Think Equity one, the smaller IPO, not sure yet. Then you need to go start digging into SEC filings, when it's not priced. So that becomes a little bit annoying. So you can use Webull to trade early, right? Depending where you live. If you live in the States, then Webull has all of pre-market and all of after hours. You can trade with. This isn't that late though. Like this isn't that late, so most brokers are available at this time. You know, yeah, you live in the States. Yeah, Webull is usually the best for like if you're looking for extended after hours and all of pre-market. Webull is the best. Mumu has that as well, and then I think Interactive Brokers has that as well. So you can pick and choose which of the names you would like. Alrighty. La 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 la. Let's see. Yeah, it did. It really did. It moved really, really quickly. So KNW and it's not stopping, right? The damn thing is still hitting brand new highs of the day. So that's 230%, guys. Right? It does kind of seem like a double top though. Like once you start hitting 165 and 170, so I think you should be careful going into the open. Um, right? So 165 to 170, that seems like a bit of a problem. Let me see if the bot is working right now. The giveaway bot. Alrighty. Let's do a giveaway really quickly, nice and early on, and then we can just keep progressively. No 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 no. Okay. So so. Let me see if it works. This better work. Are you kidding me? Like, what are you doing? I Do I need to like completely sign out and sign back in, or what the hell is going on? Okay, I'm just gonna log out and log back in again. I think Josh broke it. He broke it. So Nightbot is loading. I want to do a giveaway. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I need to set up a new bot or something for the giveaways because this one we used it once yesterday and then it broke and then like now it just loads. Right? It's supposed to pick out the people in the chat, you know, but it's not picking out anybody. So that's a bit silly. That's a bit silly. Not this one, Shiva. Not this one. Yeah. Someone broke it though. Someone broke it. Was it me? Maybe it was me because I'm the only one that uses it. Good morning, Colin. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I don't want to do the wheel for this one because I kind of wanted to pick out members. Members only. Because it does that, right? Okay, how do I reset this though? Like, what can I do here? Settings. Oh, you know what's cool? I can also let people do the giveaways. Huh. If Josh ever created like a Josh, if you ever created a Nightbot account, send me your user ID, username or ID. Alrighty, if you ever create a Nightbot account and then I add you as a manager and then you can run giveaways, which would be fire. Fire. Okay. Uh, but now that it's not working, though, I don't know what to do with it here. I mean, let's see if I can, like, so what if I select a different giveaway? Does that work? Still doesn't work. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So going into the open, guys, a whole bunch of names we're going to be looking at. Circle looks really, really good, like I mentioned earlier. I think the lowest we've hit so far, the lowest we've hit so far is 76, right? It's the magic level we talked about yesterday, right, guys? The first time the market opened on Circle, it had that pop and came back to 76, right? And then popped, right? Guess what happened at the end of the day, like we said, right? If we fail at $100, will we coming back to the same level? This is why we put the circle in the middle, right? But obviously, it didn't happen in the middle. It happened at the end of the day, but 76 held, right? And then 76, 76, 76, and then boom skis, right back to $100. It hit $100 in pre-market and then came back down, right? And then now we're kind of sitting at 96. So we're really, really close to that $100 mark. So that's going to be our main resistance for Circle as the market opens. VERO has been really good this morning as well. 70% pop, not bad at all. But it has a lot of resistance at 420. So 420, if that level can break, then it's 450. Alrighty. So we're going to be paying attention to that into the open. KNW, as you saw, we came on stream and these guys had some really good news, right? I need to look, I need to read the article to really understand like what's going on there. But the headline was whoever kid, something something kid, is acquiring a controlling interest in this company and implementing the Bitcoin strategy, right? Treasury strategy. So then the stock cooked. Alrighty, so for now, your next resistance is 165, 170. And then in terms of dips here, let's see if we can stay above 120 or maybe even sell up to $1 at the open. So we're going to be paying attention to that and a whole bunch of other names. Right? EYEN looks okay as well. V is holding the 200 EMA for now. So as long as V stays above that 200 EMA, you can see that it's forming a bit of a downtrend. So that downtrend needs to be broken at some point. Alrighty, so if it can break above that downtrend, maybe there's something to see. But now we're just kind of watching it and watch the 200 EMA. So that 200 EMA is kind of sitting around $2.55, 260. Alrighty. So if we can break above that, then that'd be good. That'd be good. Alrighty. Alrighty. So stay above 260-ish. Cool. Cool. Tesla? I'm sure we're gonna get to that story. I'm sure we're going to get to the whole Elon and Trump story as the day progresses here. What an absolute rubbish uh, performance from Tesla yesterday. Yeah, sit on your hands, as you say. Yeah, yeah. The S&P looks beautiful though, very beautiful. I'm happy though that like the markets came back. I really do think something else is. Anyways, the as time progresses, like you really start to see some like really fishy things in the market. You know, why is everybody spamming algo? Why is everybody spamming algo? Um, Dang it! Why is the bots? Why is it doing that? Let me try Streamlabs if it remembers my login. Spy looks nice. Okay, let me try and log into Streamlabs here. Log in with. Okay, let's see. Continue. Okay, now it's asking me for a whole bunch of stuff. List of uh hmm. It's asking for some you know when you're trying to connect a giveaway bot, but it's asking for a whole lot of like information. Uh hmm. Do, 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 do. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I kind of don't want to do that. You know what? Yeah, maybe that's why the bot isn't working. This is the equivalent of YouTube asking Josh for his ID. Yeah, let's not do that. I'd rather do the wheel. I'd rather do the wheel. Ah, it's like, hey, you want to connect Streamlabs? Okay, click on this button that you agree to edit and delete videos. To, anyways, it's way too much stuff. 599. What I like here though is that like we had that drop yesterday, but it's not affecting the market today. I hate when people's personal, like Trump and Elon fighting. Yes, there's that initial reaction. I don't want it to interfere too much with the market. They can have the personal drama and they can have it, they can go fight in a ring or something. Don't really care, right? Don't like when stocks are getting slapped because of that though, because that just seems a bit silly, right? So because really it's not about that. It's about people taking advantage of the situation, market makers, right? Elon and Trump really shouldn't be affecting the market that much when it has nothing to do with the markets. I mean, it does, right? When they're talking about impeachment and all of these other things, blah blah blah, of course the market's going to react, but those dudes need to relax. They're either doing something together, um, either doing something on purpose together, or something else. You know? Yeah, exactly, Kel. Exactly. They're just creating buying opportunities here. Exactly, Jericho. Yeah, to me, it just seems a bit silly. There's just too much drama there. Yeah. Anyways, whatever they're doing there, ridiculous. La 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 la. La. Yeah. No, it did. It did. Line. Yeah, the whole credit stuff and yeah. Exactly, virus. Exactly. That's just too much. That's just too much. It just seems a bit childish. A little billionaire fight. Yeah, we buy for sure. I'll take a look. What happened to that dude, Erica? He's just chilling in the corner somewhere. We buy does look good, righty. So that's a nice little pop there for we buy. Let's not get virus going, please. Let's come back to the stocks. I'm telling you, we're gonna get into all of that stuff, right? I knew we would. That's why it's in the title of the stream, right? Because we're gonna probably get into it and yap about it. So yeah, that's a nice pop for we buy there though. HSDT, yeah, we'll take a look. What's your position? Let me know if you have a question about HSDT. I'll take a look. Take a look ski. Ready? Circle is still failing at that $100 mark. VERO is still fighting with $4.20. KWN, right? KNW retesting into the open, which is honestly not a surprise. So let that thing sell off and consolidate. I see no consolidation, so let it sell off and consolidate. The one name that's looking good into the open though is WeBuy, so that looks nice. Alrighty. Q, welcome to the community. Welcome, 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 welcome. Q, you signed up for the wrong level. So when you become a member, you need to sign up for the level that says legend, legend only. Alrighty. So not the sold out level. So please go ahead and upgrade. So someone called me yesterday from Google, and I'm like, why is Google calling me? Because um, so usually you have like a YouTube partner or something, right? It's someone that's supposed to look out for you, or not really look out for you, but like give you like guidance on what you need to be doing. Um, so then usually that's like usually you schedule a call, like you have like a specific person, and then you schedule like a Zoom call. But then, someone I've done these and I just don't see like a whole bunch of value in them. It wasn't a scam. It was actually Google, right? So and then the lady's like, "Hey, I'm your new YouTube partner." Blah blah blah, right? I'm like, well, here's what you need to do, right? You need to fix these membership issues, because we have a lot of problems with these. And then she's like, "Well, I don't know. I'll see what we can do." It wasn't Tesh, but let's see if anything comes out of it, because those memberships really need to be fixed. Uh, Google doesn't even have a phone support. No, they do. They do. They do. Promise. Yeah, yeah. And then they called me when I was in a one-on-one. I'm like, I really can't talk right now, so call me back later. So then they called back later. So, but yeah, no, they do for they don't for like general support, but they do for like the YouTube channels and stuff like that. So not like just general help, but yeah, yeah. It was also a Canadian number, so I think that's why everybody thought it was a scam. But yeah, obviously they have places all over the place, right? Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so SPY is gonna have a lot of resistance below that 600, I'm sure. Virus mentioned that earlier as well, right? So we shall see. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. Smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat already. I really wanted to do a giveaway from Josh before the market opened. So we will do that. Let me pull up the wheel here really quickly. We do have an IPO coming out today as well. So these are going to be member only giveaways, by the way. Alrighty, member only giveaways. So we're gonna have 10 names on the wheel. Uh, the question is the question that I'm gonna ask you guys is, Josh, help me with some questions already. I'm going to ask a question really quickly just because it's a useless question. Alrighty. And then Josh will come up with some really good questions concerning the algo, blah, 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 the community, and stuff like that. So I'm thinking of a number in my head. Alrighty. All you need to do is guess any of the numbers included in the three number that's in my head. Alrighty. So first 10 people to guess that number. All you have to do again, so it's three different numbers. You just have to guess one of the numbers including. So and then I'll throw you in the list already. So I'm gonna let you guys guess until I see the first 10 people in the chat. uh, you guys are wild. uh, do. Virus is not allowed to guess because he's a criminal. No, he is. He's allowed to guess. 379. It's not 379. Oh, the damn thing is working, is it? Is it working? Oh, okay, okay. Let me see if I can actually do the giveaway bot now, by the way. Oh, it's finally working actually. Okay, let's do. Okay, let's go back here. Let's rerun this. Oh, thought it was working for a second. Virus, unbelievable. Okay, okay, okay. Sounds good. Let me pick out some of the names in the list, guys. You guys can stop spamming now because I'm sure we have 8 already, and the market opens in less than a minute. So don't you? My goodness, you guys are spamming. Uh, okay. So Ivy was number 1. Ivy. Uh, Tough, Tuft. Bailey. Enter, and then we're gonna run back to the stock. So that's 3. Aiden. Aiden is not a member. Aiden is in Discord though. I think he won the gifted membership. The number is not 69. Eric Karate. What is that? 245. The number just had to have an 8 in it. Chance. That's 6. J. George. I'm just gonna call you G. What is that? 2, 4, 6. So I need 2 more. 2 more. Pedro is not a member. A is in there. And then we have Drew. Okay, done. Perfect. So your names are in the wheel, guys. Let's move on. We'll come back to that wheel and spin it. Alrighty? Come back and spin the wheel in a second. Yeah, the number just had to have an 8 in it. That's all. Yeah, choose one. Well, yeah. The number just had to have an 8 in it, right? If you were watching the stream yesterday, well, we talked about 8s a lot. So that was the whole idea behind that. Because 8 stands for abundance, right? And let's be abundant today, please. Alrighty. Anyways, so VERO is still trying to break above that 420. Circle looks amazing still, right? Circle is going for that $100 mark. It actually broke above that $100 level, and then came back down. So that looks good. Did we miss our one-on-one yesterday? No, we did not, Clint. I think it's today. So again, just be careful with these pops at the open though, because you guys know how the open goes, right? It looks really good and then it doesn't look good. Today. There you go, Clint. Yeah, your one-on-one is today. Anyway, so $100 is a lot of resistance here for Circle. So until we can break above and close above that level, we're not quite ready yet. Not quite ready, right? At the very least, though, we pushed to almost $104, so that's nice. V still looking rubbishy, right? VERO needs to break out again and hold above 420. We buy with a bit of a sell-off. KNW still selling off, so there's really nothing to see there yet. Maybe the closer we get to that 200 EMA mark, maybe we bounce. Yeah, we talked about it, how it good luck, Chinese culture or something like that. That was the only number I thought of. Yeah, exactly. I like it. Silo looks okay there with a bit of a pop. Yeah, DTCK. Yeah, yep. I'll pull up DTCK. DTCK. That one's looking good there as well, and looks like it's finally breaking out here. Obviously, something that we've looked at in the past, right? You almost want to see a bit more consolidation for this thing. A little bit more consolidation. We'll spin the wheel in a second, guys, and do the giveaway. Josh, are you still in the chat? What happened to Josh? Where did Josh go? So your pre-market high was around 105. 105, 106. So if you're playing with DTCK, that's the level you need to pay attention to. Circle again still below that $100 mark. V still trending down, so there's nothing that I like about that yet. VERO again 420 resistance. So unless we dip ski, it does have a bit of support around like 390. I'm sure Yogi is playing with that level. So 390 is acting as a bit of support, and then that 420 is resistance. If we break below 390, then we're potentially going all the way down to 350. Alrighty, and then 450 is your next resistance on the way up. The S&P looks really good. You see that you have a bit of a double top at 599 for now. So break that and 600s, hopefully. Right, it's going to be a lot of resistance here between that dollar mark. KNW is still looking for a bit of consolidation. It's nice that it's still holding above the 200 EMA, right? So let's see if it continues to stay above that, and then we can go from there. Alrighty. Question for you guys in the chat though: what's your favorite stock right now in the market? What is your favorite stock in the market right now? DTCK is halted up below resistance here. Yeah. DTCK. There we go. VERO, yeah, okay. Yep. VERO and WeBuy. Yeah, so WeBuy looks good on the right hand side as well. Next resistance is $4 and so right between 840 and 830, that entire range there. Godspeed, yeah, potentially if it can start to curl, right? This thing had some really good news and a really good run in pre-market, but again, do not catch a falling knife, right? It looks like a falling knife for now, unless again we start to consolidate at 86 or dip to the 200 EMA to 73-ish, right? It does kind of look like it's consolidating there though. There's no curl, but it's trying to. Yeah. And then again, VERO needs to break out. So it's holding that demand zone and the VWAP at the bottom of the range, just needs that 420 break and then pop. VERO, VERO, VERO. From the land of Shima, are you sure? That stocks from the village? Probably. Good morning, Cheddar. Good morning. I think V's lost the volume altogether there. And WeBuy is dipping again. So lots and lots of resistance up there. KNW looking for support. Looking for the base. Let me see if the bot is working. That's crazy that it's still not working. That is ridiculous. But it does like the random number generator though. Interesting. Yeah, let's see if that thing can continue to hold there. SPY is making brand new highs. This is the highest the S&P's been. Well, actually, no, not quite yet. 99.73 is the highest we've been in the last, since the whole chaos started. But this thing is flying right now, the S&P, right? Flying. I really want to see 600. I don't know about you guys. I just want to see it. Just want to see it. We're up 1% today. I just want to see it. Even if we don't close above 600, I just want to see it. I'm gonna be like, hey, we came back to 600s. Crazy. VERO, yeah. So VERO is failing. That resistance is 420. So and it broke below that 390. So like we said, the next logical level would be that 350. I actually don't mind a dip to 350. I actually do not mind a dip to this area here. If we can dip and hold that 200, that'd be nice. VERO. So again, you do not buy the damn thing if it's stalling at resistance, and if it's breaking and not closing above, you don't buy it, right? What is a T-Rex, Marty? That's a T-Rex, right? So this is why we remind you guys that unless something is breaking and closing above resistance, it's not a breakout, right? So because too often people will look at this and say, oh, well, Blaze, it's breaking above the resistance, right? It's breaking above the 420 line, right? Well, if it's not closing above the line, it doesn't count as a breakout. Alrighty, it does not count as a breakout. So is that thing going to give us that 350? It doesn't quite look like it wants to, does it? Doesn't quite look like it wants to. The S&P just made we just made those highs, guys. Thank you. Thank you. It looks like KNW is curling there, doesn't it? And DTCK, that thing destroyed that 105, 106 level. So yeah, that looks very, very nice. 120. Lion. 120 to unhalt it. You can see that our next supply zone is between 125 and 130-ish, right? I mean, it goes all the way to 135. But yeah, so just be careful with that supply zone there. Eventually, we're gonna come back and retest this dollar mark eventually, right? So just be mindful. Oh my goodness, guys, look at the S&P. We just hit 600. Oh my days. SPY just hit 600, guys. 600. Oh my goodness. SPY just hit 600. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Beautiful. DTCK is coming back to retest that dollar like we mentioned, right? So supply zone, retest. Oh my goodness, guys. It's like Christmas. Come on. If you bought the dip, like again, over the last 2, 3 months, there's been a lot of violence in the markets, right? If you withstood the chaos and you bought the dip, give yourself your favorite emoji in the chat. Just put in your favorite emoji in the chat. Whew, beautiful. Telling you, this is like Christmas. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. My goodness, guys. Let's go. Let's go, spy. Let's go. Choo, choo. Let's go, spy. Let's go. Choo, choo. Yeah, there you go. VERO, yeah, VERO got really close, guys. Really close. 360, right? 360 is what we've hit so far in that thing. So that thing needs to keep dipping a little bit there. Damn, somebody gave Spy a blue chew because Spy is not stopping at 600 virus. uh, Trump just tweeted, Powell should cut rates. Dude, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Last time he said that, the markets went flying down. Just stop it. Just stop it. Please. Please. Let's stop yapping on social media, please. Call him into your office and give him a spanking. We don't need to hear it though. Unbelievable. Virus, you better pray. Pray. You're obviously gonna get some chaos. Honestly, Finn, like honestly. With like Elon yesterday and then today, come on. You know, come on. Do what you do best. But don't stay away. It did not fill your $1 order. It's still kind of close though. Right, you're not out of the woods yet. Still kind of close. The bottom of the breakout would be closer to 95 cents anyways. So you have a bit more. Yeah. And honestly, like $1 blocks are always difficult to fill because if a stock is really going to bounce off a dollar, sometimes it bounces off one-on-one because there are a whole bunch of orders sitting at $1, right? So yeah, that's usually the downside to being exactly at a dollar. There are times where I just do one-on-one just to be safe if I really want to get into something. But again, just keep in mind your breakout line is a little bit lower than a dollar. So let's see if we can stay above a dollar here. Spy, keep flying, please. Virus has a whole bunch of calls. Don't worry about him. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out, Virus. Don't worry about him. Yogi, you're still watching VERO, obviously, right? So it's slowly getting closer to that 50. Slowly, slowly, slowly getting there. Slowly, 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 slowly. Uh, more dips, more dips, more dips, more dips. Aye. Yeah, Yogi. Dang, look at that, Yogi. Look at that. 57. 57, Yogi. Are you kidding me? Really? Anyways, then we bounce to 370, obviously, right? Because why would we get to the level that we want? Why would we not 74 Yogi? Did you get in? DTCK is still playing with that. Actually, it dipped below to 96 Lion. Your order should have been filled, right? Uh, you guys are both holding puts. Yeah, just be careful though. You nibbled a little bit at 360 Yogi. Okay, nice. Yeah, I was looking for that exact number or lower. I was looking for liquidity grab, right? So sometimes we get to that 350 and then we blip below, right? And I like that a lot. I like it. It looks like we break below the 200, but I still like it. Right. But again, let's see if we can get back above the 9 EMA there. If we don't, then we're gonna go back down. So and it's gonna be then I'm really gonna wait. Right. For now though, really good entry, Yogi. Let's see if we can break out for you though. Spies at three six 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 almost at 601. Beautiful. Beautiful spy. Christmas. Christmas, 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 Christmas. Christmas. We buy is pushing up to session highs as well, so that looks good, right? So here's DTCK retesting that 95, right? The again we talked about a dollar, but that level really is 95. So let's see if it stays above that. I think we have we buy on the right hand side here, so we buy looks good. That's actually a really nice curl for we buy, like a really nice curl. It looks like it's breaking above that resistance now, right? So that resistance at, I mean, again, we can call it 840, 850, right? I'm just going to put a horizontal line at 850 there-ish. But that looks nice. So that looks good. Circle still looks okay. Not really concerned about this one. Your next support is 92.50. Alrighty, 92.50. And this one really hasn't given me anything that I want to see. KNW, right? So watch that 200 EMA. 375 for VERO, right? We got really damn close to that support, right? That's why Yogi took that position. So Yogi, let's see what it does here. Seems to be playing a lot of games though. WeBuy is just pushing them, right? And DTCK is holding holding that 95 cents, right? So if you bought at 95 cents, well, it just popped to 106. So not massive gains, but a bit of a pop there. Hopefully it keeps going for you, Lion, with that $1 entry, right? There goes 109. So you're in the supply zone, obviously, but again, that was the perfect retest level. This is usual technical analysis, right? Nothing new. So you break out, you come back and retest. And if you hold, that's beautiful. So there goes 110. We buy $9.20. You made 100% on your SPY calls. Have you bought SPY calls yesterday, because of the chaos that was happening? Yeah, you're very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. There we go. Give us more. Give us more. Give us more. Is we buy halted up? Yeah. Yep. It is. It's just messing around $100, but it looks like eventually it will break above $100, right? You made 8%, 750 in $8, Mohammed. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, DTCK is messing around with that supply zone, so it needs to break above. And WeBuy is halted up. Halted up. Halted up. The a bit of an interesting open, isn't it? A lot of chaos. KNW is still playing around here. It would have been nice if we came back just a little bit lower to the 200 EMA and consolidated. VERO is selling off now to the to that zone, right? So the question now is, can we stay above it, right? Can we stay above it? There you go. There we go. So it looks like it's bouncing a little bit for now off the off that bottom zone. So let's see if it can consolidate there. SPY is also retracing a little bit. Do, 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 do. There it is. There it is. There it is. So let's see if we can stay above that 350, right? So that 350 is exactly what we wanted there. So that 350 is what we wanted. Question is, does it have enough volume to stay above it though? Because it seems to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? Yeah. So again, WeBuy is halted up and DTCK is looking good. So line, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, if you were at 95 cents, almost got hit. If you were $1, you definitely got hit, right? And then 110. 110. Circle is at $99 now, so it needs to break above that $1 and $100 and then go. SPY is coming back for the retest. So those of you guys holding puts, you're starting to smile a little bit, huh? Just a little bit, and praying. A long time ago, $9 a couple of shares. Should I sell this pop or just hold on for now? I'm gonna have to take a look, Aiden. Right? We played with that one yesterday as a swing play, right? Usually around lunchtime mark. Usually, always. You know. Do, do, do. There we go. Machine, please stay away. Yeah, watch the 200 EMA for now. If it breaks below without consolidating, then there's really nothing to see there, right? VERO, obviously, again, we're paying attention to that thing after hitting the level we wanted it to hit, right? If you bought the dip on VERO, type yes in the chat. Yeah, it seems to be having a lot of issues at 370-ish, like a lot of issues. A lot of issues at 370. And WeBuy is unhalted, by the way. Ready? WeBuy is unhalted, and here goes more pumpings. More pumping. So now we're really, really pushing into that supply zone. But that's a really nice run there for WeBuy. Very, very nice run there. Send it, Omega. Send it. There goes $10 almost. WeBuy said, let me cook. Just let me cook. Just let me cook. Just let me cook, please. 60? Yeah. Tight stop? Yeah, you should. You should. Just because we keep playing games like that on VERO, right? You should have a really tight stop loss. Yeah. So again, we can pick out the best level, you know, and it keeps going back and forth like that. Eventually people panic, right? Eventually people panic because you're dealing with retail. So yeah. Virus and Archer are praying, please SPY, go below 600. SPY, you know what you can tell them? Tell them, congratulations. Let's go for a new all-time highs. Anyways, KNW is still selling off, right? There's no signs of consolidation yet, right? We obviously, again, looking at that 200 EMA, it doesn't matter. We get to the 200 EMA and it's not consolidating, it makes no difference to me, right? So ignore it until it consolidates. Yeah. We ignore until it consolidates and gives us support. DTCK, $1.16, lion. So a bit of a pop there. A bit of a pop there. So let's see if it can keep popping. And spies below 600 now. Fine virus. Fine Archer. Xena with a bit of a pop as well. I still need to look at BJDX. So I'll take a look in a second. Ready? Alrighty. Archer, don't worry. Maybe we get that. Maybe we get a crash. At the end of the day, though, you never know with with these things. 736. Okay. And so much is it from BJDX, Eric? Uh, I have no idea what that question even means. Don't know what the question even means. VERO still holding that 350 though, so let's hope that the volume can come in, right, and then it can start to grow. Alrighty. V just never gave us anything, right? It looked good in pre-market for a second, but then it double topped and then just downtrended. So there was really nothing to see here. KNW is looking like it's playing with the 200 EMA for now. VERO still holding that 350, so we like, right? And DTCK is back to $1.20, right? So that's beautiful. And we buy also looks good. I know I don't necessarily look at your questions as much as I would like to look at the open. It's because there's chaos, right? The names that I want to look at, the names I want to play with, then we get to your questions at the open. Yeah, exactly. So double top for DTCK, right? $1.20. Lion, hopefully you took that monies. Hopefully you took the monies. That was a nice entry. Did you lock in some gains? And then we're coming back to 95 again, right? 95 again. It's DTCK is halted down. Uh, there we go. Perfect. Alrighty, so for the algo. If you win, send me a DM in Discord with the Algo username, with your TradingView username already. So we're gonna spin the wheel again. This is members only. This is from Josh, right? What's Josh? Where are you going? Where are you going, Josh? Going to the next couple of days with my son, then off to a sunny beach for the next much love. Josh, Miami. Dang, okay. We should have done this giveaway while you were still on here then. Josh, safe travels. We'll do some algo giveaways in your name. Thank you very much. Alrighty, and then enjoy the trip. If I'll text you if anything crazy happens. Alrighty, and then yeah. Alrighty, much love, Josh. Have the best time. Alrighty, let's go. Josh was busy getting ready for vacation. That's why. Uh, We buy, we sell. Love you too, Josh. Keep these dirty criminals in line. Be good. Let's go. Any bad reports? Absolutely. Let's go. Enjoy, Josh. We'll chat soon. So the first winner for the Josh giveaway for the Algo guys. Spin. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Eric, isn't it? Eric, congratulations, Karate. Send me a DM. Ready? Send me the DM, and we're gonna do a whole bunch more. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ready? Congratulations. Spy is back above 600. Spy is gonna be a magnet to 600 today, unless something crazy happens. Eric says, "Oh my gosh, I won!" Yeah, you won. Let's go. You can yeah, you can love Josh more, Eric. Yeah. Virus, yeah, it's like that when anything hits, like a major level, right? Like when BTC hits 100K, you're like, okay, when retracement, right? Stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay. So, Josh is going on vacation. I was hoping Josh was in the chat and he would give us more questions, but Josh is going on vacation. So we're going to need to come up with some more questions to ask you guys. VERO bounced off that 350, right? And then pushed for 375. This is what we were hoping for, right? Again, we look at a level like this and we're like, okay, there's a double bottom here from pre-market. There's a demand zone. There's the 200 EMA, right? Whenever I'm looking for an entry, I'm looking for three things, and those three things will change as time goes on, right? You're just looking for confluence, basically. Can I find any two, three, four things that can give me like an idea of where we are going to bounce at, right? And then take the gamble, right? So again, the only thing that this is lacking is the volume to the upside for some reason, right? We've hit that 350 so many times already on VERO. For some reason, though, the damn thing just won't push, right? The longer the day goes on, though, without anything else flying, then the chances of this holding and pushing go higher. So if we buy is hitting resistance and not doing anything, DTCK and not doing anything, right? Then that will cook. But now Circle is testing that $100 mark. Type yes in the chat though if you're still holding Circle. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding a Circle here. It's so that thing just broke above $100 and then immediately back to below 99. Yep. So again, we have the entire time yesterday, like we said, we have no issue with this company. This is a really good company, right? The only issue is the price, right? So seeing this thing like hold the IPO price and push for $100, like this is it's not a surprise, right? We're not playing with a trash company, right? It's just you want to be careful with the price, especially really close to the IPO, because sometimes we see these good companies IPO and then dip and then come back eventually, right? So for now, just make sure you have a proper plan, right? Don't look too far into the future. You're 31, yeah. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so you can see that obviously we have a resistance at $100 in pre-market since yesterday, right? It's $100 problem. So until we can start closing candles above $100, we're not ready for more yet. You know. Not quite ready for more. DTCK on halted and slapped. Slapped. I know Josh is gonna diamond hand that thing. So look at KNW, right? Bouncing off the 200 for now, right? Again, nothing too crazy happening there, but at least it's holding. At least it's holding for now. And then NAM was the other one that's been cooking, right? NAMM. Hennessy Capital. This one had a really good bottom in pre-market, like that demand zone. Look at that demand zone, Shima. That was beautiful. AK, yeah, that was beautiful, right? Like, look at that. Sometimes you just need consolidation in the demand zone, and it's fire, right? That was a sweet spot, and obviously it's halted up, right? halted up. Uh, okay, perfect. Very, very lovely. VERO, there goes VERO with the pop, right? There goes VERO with the pop of that support, right? So there it is. Finally, so 376, 379, 380, beautiful. 383, sweet. 385. Again, there's a bit of resistance at 385 here. If you bought the dip on VERO, type yes in the chat. If you bought the dip on VERO, type yes in the chat. So again, that's what again, that 350 demand zone, not too bad, right? Especially when the 200 EMA is sitting there, that's becoming one of my favorite things to look for. One of my favorite things to look for. Yogi, I like it. Renegade, I like it. Lewis, Marco, I like it. Andy, yeah, buddy. Lee, I like it. So again, you have a little bit of resistance at 385. So make sure you make it, whatever decision works for you, make that. It would be nice if we could just get some higher lows, and just keep pushing, right? So like I said, the more time we spend at support, especially for a name like that with nothing else pumping, then eventually people are going to look at this and say, oh, okay, this is actually good, right? If something else was pumping, I would have probably, thrown this in the garbage because it would break down, right? But if you look around and nothing else is pumping other than the spacky spac, right? So that's a bit different. Oh yeah, your stop loss was above the actual support though, CM. Yeah, that's frustrating. But yeah, that stop loss above the actual support, especially when it's going back and forth like that. Yeah. So 385 resistance. Eric, yeah, I see your DM. With how much I can move my stop loss up. Yeah, it seems like more of a scalpy scalp, right? Just because it's being annoying and going back and forth. DTCK doesn't look amazing, but WeBuy is retesting and holding that 850 bottoms there, so that's good. Circle is still going back and forth, and NAM is still halted up, right? So NAM looks nice. NAM bread. Yeah, 72 Yogi. I like that. Yeah. Super, super tight. But again, that downtrend line sitting at 385 is a problem. Would be nice if that silly thing just broke out, The level of like no return would be a break above 390. Then for sure we're going back to 420. Ready? So it would have been nice if the VWAP was below. It didn't have that downtrend, but it obviously has resistance. So it needs to push up. It needs to push up. Needs to push up. Mr. VERO spies back above 600, but it's just going back and forth. Above, below, above, below. Yeah. Your cat needed something, Kel? Tell your cat your cat owes you some money now. Your cat needs to do some chores. Maybe like run on the treadmill or something. Yeah. So we need to break out, guys. We need to get the boomskis. There we go. There we go. 84. Yogi, that thing was so close, like right on it. Oh my goodness. There we go. 83. Come on now. You can do it. Just break out. Like 85 is resistance. Like just break the damn thing. Oh, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. Yeah, there it is. 89, guys. Here comes that 90, right? So the VWAP is sitting at $3.90. $3.90 is your next little resistance there. Alrighty. So that VWAP. So the VWAP and the 200 EMA on the way back up, they both act as resistance. right? BJDX, we looked at that as a swing play, right, guys? It was posted in the HT swing channel. If you played with that, congratulations, right? Easy monies for you. Easy monies for you there. So 390 is going to be your resistance. NAM is unhalted and it's at $35 now, 35.60. Alrighty, $36. And cooking. The NAM. Is it halted up again? Looks like it's halted up. 36.30. Halted up. Yep. Halted up again. And VERO is pushing for that resistance again. So $3.90. There we go. Nice recovery, Dave. I like it. I like it. Yeah, 38. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that thing actually dipped all the way down again to that same level we were looking for yesterday, right? And then recovered. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, so 390. 20 AK Monies. SPY just keeps going back and forth here at 600. So those puts are looking okay. Why is Circle just going back and forth as well at $100? If you're holding and you're happy, clap your hands. Next gen, there you go. Congratulations. Yeah. So as long as that thing keeps halting up, happy days, right? VERO, obviously that resistance is 390, right? So like I said, the point of no return is 390, but again, it's resistance, right? So there's really no surprise there. Yeah. No surprise. So again, not a bad scalp though of that 350, right? Lock in your money. So now we're back to 350. Let's see if we stay above 350 again, right? Storco keeps going back and forth, but it looks really, really good, right? At $100. And the NAB, oof, that was a beautiful demand zone. The more you look at it, the more beautiful it looks off that demand zone, right? $16. Yeah, that's a very nice pumpy. Very, very nice call. Very nicey. Congratulations. Very, very nice. Looks like our circle is breaking above $100 now too. So that's the first candle actually that it's closed above $100, right? Of the like the entire time we've been watching circle, it's closed one candle above, one candle, right, above $100. So maybe it's gonna push to all-time highs now. Push, 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 push. Um, yeah, I want to watch that for a bit, see if it stays. Yeah. Yogi. Okay, sounds good. You go back in again. Okay. Let's see if we can push one or two here. There we go. 103, guys. Right. Again, this is the first time we've actually closed above the $100 mark. So maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. So the high is 103.90. 103.90. Yeah. So BJDX is hitting session highs there, which is good. Perfect. Actually, let's delete that. Rolls. Okay. Yeah, your membership is good to go, Eric. Good to go. That's the village land. That thing said, "Screw that! I'm gonna come right back below." I don't know why this thing is so stuck to that $100 level. Yeah, Eric, your membership is good to go. Okay. Hmm. Sounds good. Oh yeah, yeah. We have a one-on-one today. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. One-on-ones. Yeah, that thing's still playing with that bottom zone there. Do, 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 do. KNW, what is it doing? Yeah, it's still playing with the 200 EMA, right? So like we mentioned earlier, that 200 EMA, right? So yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah. So I think TX was asking about this one in Discord, right? So if you bought that 200 EMA consolidation there, you're happy with it, right? So the 200 EMA is always a spot. Let's go, Eric. Come on. Best community ever. Life changing. Let's go, Eric. Let's go. Thank you very much for the super chat. Alrighty, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. There goes KNW is popping there off that 200. Popping. Popping. Damn. There goes 90. Woof. 91. Damn. That thing said, excuse me. Excuse me, do you know what the 200 EMA is? You don't? Okay. Damn. So that 200 was a nice spot there. That's why we put the circle on the left hand side there, guys, right? That's why that circle is there, right? So we always want to pay attention to stuff like that. Because if it's holding that level, you might get a pop. Sweet, Nikolai. Sweet. Let's go, let's go. Looking good. Stuff like this, though, make your monies quickly and move on, right? Or move your stop loss up. They had really good news this morning, but most of the BTC connected news now is being used as pump and dumps. So be very careful. VERO still playing games with 350 there. NAM is still halted at 36.30, right? Circle, I don't know what the deal is with the $100, but it's just stuck there, right? And SPY's going back and forth as well with 600. So I'm going to use the 5 minute on SPY as usual, right? 5 minute looks a lot easier to look at. A lot easier to look at. Do I think it's a good stock? TGE. As a DSPAC, the answer to like you like a good stock. Like, what do you mean a good stock? Like something for you to hold long term, Romeo, or something for you to scalp, right? So that answer varies. Let's say a scalp. I'll take a look. Let's take a look. TGE. Do, 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 do. Yeah, for some reason, whenever I run exercise, like my, you know how when you run an exercise, like your throat, ridiculous. So then I spend the whole morning trying to clear up my throat. Um, so it looks like it's holding $11 for now, with like your proper demand zone at $10, Romeo. So as long as it stays above that $11, it might be okay. The only thing that's the issue here, though, is you can see that the price action clearly looks like it's lacking volume. Uh, no, like when you exercise, virus, and like your throat, you need to clear up your throat all the time. At least it's like that for me. Like whenever I have a soccer game, or like I run for a little bit, like not a little bit, like a proper run. It like Anyways, virus is useless. Why am I explaining this? uh, so I don't quite like the price action on this, is what I'm saying, Romeo. Yeah. Erica, you know what? You know you're not a member, right? You know your membership expired. You know I can put you in a timeout, right? So you better not follow virus. You better not. Yeah, $12 your position. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. NAM is on halted, guys. $39 there. You better hurry up and do it. Otherwise, what am I looking at? uh, that's a pretty good gift. I'm gonna have to steal that one. Yeah, Nam is cooking the Yi. Cooking. That thing is just flying. No resistance. Just straight fire. Straight fire. No, just exercise focus. Exercise. 399 or 340. I mean, you're closer to 340, Andy. Yeah. Nam is halted up again, guys. 43.76. 43.76 halted up again. So congratulations if you're in this one, right? Congratulations if you're in this one. That thing cooked. Cooked. So congratulations. Yeah, it looks like SPY is going back for 600. I know that thing is halting up. It's going to be like that though. It's up 300% next gen. It's going to be halted every second or so. So the closer we get to 50 though, next gen, you better start planning on taking some gains soon or moving your stop loss up, right? Because if that thing halts down, it's going to open way lower than the halt. Alrighty, so you better start getting ready. Alrighty. Yeah, better start getting ready. BJ Trades, what's your position in IPW? IPW. There we go. Oh yeah, we have a whole bunch more giveaways to do. So we're gonna again. I wish the bot was working because then we could just run these giveaways. You know. Ah, this is why we have giveaway bots. And I don't want to try anything new because I like the way that bot is currently set up. You know. So I'd like to just stick to using that one. I bet you they're just having a bit of an issue. Unless they like unless they have something else that like you can you have to pay for it, which again I don't mind, but don't mind, but crazy. Crazy commands, giveaways. Yeah, maybe they're just having a bit of an issue. Bit of an issue. I know, right, Bailey? Well done, CF. I like that. Well done. Good scalp. Yep. So you're just stalling in the 90s, right? But really good scalp. Very good scalp. My thoughts on Circle. What's your position in Circle? What's your position in Circle? Right, we just keep going back and forth at $100 here. So yeah, probably virus. Probably. You know what I hope we get, right? Yeah, I hope we get boomskis. Boomskis. But yeah, so NAM is still halted below 44, and KNW is pushing for that 92 again. So that looks good. That looks good. 94. There he goes. There it goes. Yeah, let's go. There we go. Beautiful. No, NAM is halted up. NAM is halted up. Yeah, that's actually a pretty nice recovery here for KNW. Very, very, very nice recovery. Yeah. CM? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 96. 96. I'm thinking of a question that I need to ask you guys for the next spin. NAM is back, guys. $50. Woo! NAM is halted again at 49.50. Next gen, are you gonna take your gains? Maybe on the next on halt, because at this point it's too late. Oh, behave, Troy. Behave. The answer is 42. Maybe it's not a number this time, T. Maybe it's not a number this time. Yeah, 49.50. Halted. Woof. Beautiful. Congratulations if you're in this one. Congratulations. And yeah, congrats. And shout out to Yi for the call there. That was beautiful. So congratulations already. Yeah, you hope some other plays, start to push up as well. Right? You hope some sympathy plays start to catch up to that. But now nothing is cooking yet, though. I'm sure something eventually will. Is it cheddar? Monies. There we go. Yeah, spy is kind of looking sus as it goes back and forth there. Yeah. Jay says I made a quick $250 in 3 seconds. Let's go. Well done, Jay. $250 in 3 seconds. Woof. Well done. Well done. Romeo, that's because you like playing with the other names. You like playing with stuff that isn't performing. I told you yesterday, Romeo, right? Play with the stuff that's performing, and if it's not performing, get rid of it. Right? Play with the stuff that's working, please. You could have played with VERO for a little bit. You could have played with KNW. You could have played with DTCK. You could have played with NAM, right? Yeah. So play with stuff that's working. Yeah. Dave, and then just pick the best answer out of the responses. Yeah. Yes. Spy's looking a bit sussy there. Virus, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Ruining it. You and Arthur, ruining it. And VERO again. That initial pop was nice, but we knew that resistance was at 390, right? So there's obviously a problem there. So again, take your gains, move your stop losses up, right? And if you get in again, like Yogi did, put a tight stop loss. If it breaks, meh, right? Cash money. I like it. I like it. I like it. 25 ST. Well done. Congratulations. How high is it going to go? Can't really give you a number, right? The one thing you have to be cautious of is when it halts down, people are really going to panic at that point. So make sure you're ready. If you sell at any point and it keeps going, that's okay, right? It's one of those things where you just have to take the gains at some point, right? Yeah. So it looks like, yeah, so resumption is over $50. Yep. Yeah, BJDX. Yep. Yeah, BJDX looks nice. Virus tagged me, isn't it? It's either Virus or Archer. One of those two. You know what? I'm gonna pretend I don't see it. Well done, Virus. I like it. Ah. Yep. So if you open about 50 to 55 for NAM, yeah. Yep. Then Hita. No, I like the plan, the shorts from 600s, right? It made a lot of sense. Every time a stock hits a major or anything hits a major level like that, there's usually a dip scheme, right? Because everybody gets excited, like, oh my goodness, breakout, but then the market makers do the opposite, right? So well done, yeah, beautiful. So made a lot of sense. Obviously, I'm biased because I don't have puts and I wanted to cook. But that's about it though, you know. So make monies, please. Mm-mm. All green except that one break even. Exactly, Yogi. Exactly. Multiple scalps, right? So beautiful. Is we buy at resistance? No, it hit resistance a long time ago, and the supply zone there, and then dipped, right? A long time ago, and then dip skis. One second, guys. Dashboard. There we go. There we go. There we go. Dang, I keep refreshing this bot so we can do these giveaways. Keep refreshing the damn bot. Uh, keep refreshing the damn bot, so we can do the giveaway. But the damn thing doesn't want to work. Ridiculous. I'm just gonna have to do the wheel for all of these giveaways, by the way. Yeah, I bet you they're having an issue because it's only been yesterday, like late yesterday and today, that it hasn't been working. If Veli, I know, right? 188 Raven, the number is 188, isn't it? Yeah, the number has to have an 8 in it. I like 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 it. Okay. So let's see. Let me look at the algo, guys, and look at something that you guys would uh perfect. Okay, I see it already. Okay, I'm gonna delete all the names in the wheel. Your next question is coming, guys. So when you look at the algo, right? When you look at the algo, um, some of you guys are gonna cheat by looking, right? So the 9 EMA on the algo is called the 9 EMA, obviously, or it's called what? What do we call it? What's the other name? What's like the original name for the 9 EMA? What name did we use for the 9 EMA for the algo? So again, first 10 people to guess that will get the yeah, we'll get the added to the wheel. Okay. Let's go. 10? We got 10 already? Okay, perfect. So yes. Unbelievable. Uh 1 second. There we go. Touching. Okay. Let me. Now I'm gonna have to scroll up. Now I'm gonna have to scroll up and put the names. Et found you all yesterday. For the yeah. Et, welcome to the community. Welcome. Alrighty. Let us know if you have any questions. Let us know. And yeah. Let's see. Uh, 1 second. There you go. Perfect. So let me scroll back up, guys. So again, the question for the algo giveaway was, when Rob initially did the algo, right? The 9 EMA, right? What was the original name for the 9 EMA as Amazon halted at 55 and dipping? So you better be taking gains, right? The original name for the 9 EMA, or the name that's in there, is called the Blazer 9, right? So we're gonna put the first 10 names in there. So Troy is gonna be in there, right? It's not called the Chronal. Tony. So Tony, right? Um, Tony is second. CM third. Lee, Emma, Sandeep. Sandeep is in there. I'm just scrolling back up to see your names here. George. So what is that? 6. Jill is in there. T is in there. A is in there. I'm gonna put more names in there already. I'm gonna put more names in there. Zach. We're gonna put Zach in there. Actually, I don't know if this is fair though. What do you guys think? Put more names or no more names? 10 or more? Let me know. Yeah. We have a new member, guys. Let me go back to the YouTubes here. Jeb, you signed up for the wrong level. So when you sign up for Discord, it needs to be the legend level. 10? You think 10 names and then spin and then do it again? Yeah, I think we did the first one 10, so I'm just gonna do the first 10. Do the first 10, yeah. So what is that? 2, 4, 6, 10. Yeah, perfect. It's fair, yeah, exactly. Because we're gonna do more giveaways, right? It's only fair. Otherwise, people are gonna complain. So the winner. What is it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Emma. It's gonna be Emma. Congratulations. Uh, la 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 la. A couple of la 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 la. La la la. Mental reset. La 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 la. In the process, never la 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 la. Familiar. La 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 la. Let's go, Josh. Thank you. I respond to Josh's message in a second. Boom skis. Yeah. Let's go, Emma. Yeah, love it. So yeah, send me a DM. Alrighty. Send me a DM. And then and then we'll get that taken care of. Again, hopefully you guys took some profits on this thing, please. Yeah. Uh, yeah, Rahim. Next, can you send me a DM? Yeah. Let me send you a quick video here next. Yeah, I'll send you a quick video on how to do it. Done. Perfect. Okay. Rob, give me some more questions. And then we need to pull up the Algo website as well. Rob, are you still in the chat? So again, the still in the chat, Rob. Let me know. Spice pushing back up, so that's good. DTCK also curling a little bit, so that's also good. Holding that 200 EMA, and then obviously we failed for KNW there, so retracing. But we're back to $100 for Circle, guys. So Circle looks good. It's just a magnet, right? So if you haven't been to the to the Algo website, this is the website. Alrighty. So this is the link. This is the link. So if you don't have the Algo and you're like, I want to buy the Algo, right? This is the website to the Algo and at the bottom of the chat. Right. So again, Lee, send me a DM. So Rob, give me some more questions. Let's ask some more questions, more really detailed questions about the Algo and do some more giveaways. Alrighty. TGE is pushing a little bit now. Maybe the money is rotating, Jay. Alrighty. So stay above that 11. Alrighty, and the website is fairly easy to navigate, right? Alrighty, fairly easy to navigate, and there's a whole bunch of stuff on there. Alrighty, so very yeah, easy. I like it. So next question, yeah, sympathy play as well. So if you're looking for the algo, like the indicator that I use on stream, right? The supply zones, the demand zones, everything that you see on stream, basically, that's the website in the chat. So you can go over to that website and get it. Let's go. Let's go. I like that question. So that's the next question in the chat, guys. Right? I'm gonna delete these names off the list. Alrighty. What two things cross on the chart that indicates a possible reversal or continuation of a move? What two things? What two things do you need to see cross to for it to indicate a move reversal, basically? There we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So once I see the answers, then I'll finally yeah. Criminals. Do. And then obviously we'll show you guys examples on the chart as well, right? Obviously we will show you guys some examples on the chart. Do. Hot cross buns. Hot, yeah. Do. What two things need to cross on your chart for you for it to indicate that the move is going to keep going in the right direction or it's going to reverse, right? I think I see 10 maybe. Let me scroll back up and ask and see. So there's one, there's two, there is three, there's 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay. Okay. Well, we're not. Okay, sounds good. We're not quite there to the answer yet. We're not quite there to the spot yet. I will learn something. Exactly. That's a really good question, Rob. That's a really, really good question. Right. What two things do you need to see? So, what two things do you need to see to indicate that, hey, this move is going to keep going in this direction, or we're going to go the opposite way now? Alrighty? Think about it, right? A golden candle is not two things. What two things need to cross, right? The golden candle is a really good tool as well, right? But that's not the answer. I think we should have 10, 10 now. Perfect. So let me kind of show you the example, right? So look at this, right? So you notice how the stock is crashing, right? Look at what's happening here, right? You notice how we're going down, 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 do, 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 right? We're going down. What happens on this chart to indicate that we're going to go the opposite way? Well, the 9 EMA. So watch the blue line, right? So watch that blue line right there. The blue line, the blue line, the blue line, the blue line, the blue line. It's crossing above the kernel. You see that little green circle you get? That's an indication of the kernel cross right there. What happens after that? A nice little move, right? Look at that move. Not bad, right? This is KNW today, right? Again, the kernel crossing back above the 9 EMA, the blue line, the 9 EMA crossing back above the kernel is an indication of a move reversal, right? Let's go back to the top, right? Look at this move, guys. Look at this, right? We're going up, 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 to do, right? Move reversal. Look at that, right? You notice how right there, the 9 EMA is crossing below the kernel, right there. You see that red circle right there? That's an indication of the 9 crossing below below the kernel, right? You notice how the kernel went from green to purple right there? It's like, hey, buddy, you have a problem. You have a problem. The chrono, we just crossed down. What happened after that, guys? Slap, right? So move, reversal, basically. Continuation and reversal, right? So you had one at the top, you had one at the bottom, right? The red one at the top said, hey, we're going to crash, right? And then we crashed for a long time. And then the green one at the bottom said, hey, I think we're going to go back up now, right? And then we went up, right? So that's another beauty of having the algo, right? It makes your life so much easier, right? So much easier. And that's only one tool we just looked at. We just looked at one thing, one of the million things that the algo has, right? So if you don't have the algo, again, that's the website link at the bottom of the chat, right? Can you explain? Yeah. So Erica, there's a whole class on the kernel, and there's a whole video on all the tools basically and what they do, and then there's a spreadsheet as well. There's a PDF, a PowerPoint. So if you're not sure what the kernel is, right? There's a whole document in the Bull Bear How To channel in Discord with the class. So it explained all the things for you. Let's go, Cheddar. Alrighty. So I'm gonna put those names into the wheel. And a crazy new update is coming soon. Cooking, cooking. So let's add those names into the wheel. Alrighty. Again, we'll keep talking about the algo, right? And then you can spend the weekend studying the algo, right? Spend the weekend studying the algo. Get the algo if you don't have it already, and then let's go from there. So let me add the names into the wheel. So Focus was in there, right? Focus, add you in there. Were you the first one? So what's interesting is some of you guys were kind of getting it right, but not quite right, right? The 20 EMA is very similar, right? But it's not the answer we were looking for, right? Not the answer we were looking for. So Focus was number one. Tony was in there. Tony, the criminal. Tony knows these answers. IV was in there as well. IV's Ivy, do we have a one-on-one today? No, the 11th. Okay. Yeah, the 11th. JP says that I think JP has a longer membership, so he said no. JP, Monkey is in there. La, 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 la. EMA, the Golden Cross MACD? No. Rita is in there. That's because Rita and I just had a one-on-one. Criminal. Criminal. If I missed you, just let me know that I missed you. Nikolai's in there. I'm gonna call you Nick. Jay is in there. Is that 10? So 2, 4, 6. Need more. CM is in there. So that makes it 8. I need 2 more. 2 more. Lee, kind of, but not the answer. Kind of. The 9th, yeah. We the 9th? Then that means I'm missing one more. Then I probably skipped over somebody. Yeah. I think I have J in there. Yeah, I do. Did I miss anybody? The answers are below, but I probably missed someone up top. I'm gonna scroll down. If I missed you, just let me know. Yeah, you are. Did I miss you? I skipped you, Brian. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully you're Brian. Yeah. You after Ivy? Perfect. So I need one more then. Bailey? Yeah, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. We're gonna put Bailey on the list. Put Bailey on the list. Alrighty. Are you ready for the spin? Spin it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. If Bailey wins, you know it's rigged. Brian, beautiful, perfect, 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 perfect. Congratulations, Brian. Alrighty, congratulations. That was a very good question, by the way, because it makes you think, right? And also you're learning something. So, Brian, congratulations. Can you play Kimbella? Of course. Right? You missed the question though. So the question was again, what two things need to cross on the algo for you to know that it's a move reversal? I know, right? CM, I know. So close. So let me look at the algo again. Rob, let me know if you have any more questions. You did? Giving away the algo. Alrighty. So again, this is the brand new website to the algo. Alrighty. Um, all of the stuff is on here. If you ever have any questions about the algo, that's the link at the bottom of the chat. Alrighty. So yeah. Right. Spend the weekend watching some of the educational videos because something as simple as like the kernel cross is really, really important, right, guys? So for example, look at this move right here, right? Look at this move right here on SPY, right? Again, the 9 EMA crossing above the kernel is a really good indicator, right? So you can see what's happening on the left-hand side, right? So that's the kernel, the green line. The blue line is the 9 EMA. So that's the cross happening. What happened on the 5-minute? Dipski. Look at that. Dipski, right? Reversal. Look right here when the 9 crossed back above. Where is it? Right here, right? The 9 crossing above the kernel to the upside. What happened right there? Oof. Spy cooked, 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 right? Cooked, and we haven't had like a change of direction yet on the 5 minute, right? So intention is still up for Spy, right? So the answer was 9 crossing above the kernel, Kimbella. Do we have any video tutorials on the algo? We do. Yeah. So if you go to Discord at the Bull Bay How To channel, all the documents are in there and there's videos, classes in there as well. So spend the weekend watching some of those. Alrighty. So if you look on the YouTube channel under the community section as well, the videos, not the community, the video section, the member only videos are going to be in there as well. Alrighty. So again, congratulations to the winners. Rob, let me know if you see anything else for a question. Ready? So let's see. I'm thinking here. Kimela. Uh, Next question, guys. Alrighty, I'm gonna delete the names of the wheel again. This one will more so be, in terms of like what you know, more of a testimonial and more of a what's your so more of an opinion, right? So, what's your favorite thing about the algo, right? So let me know in the chat. What's your favorite thing about the algo? You're warmed up. Next question. What's your favorite thing about the indicator, about the algo? Right? What's your favorite thing about the algo? You say that as a joke, like that's something that like that we talked about, Rob, right? The colors, the colors are there for a reason. Good morning, Chase. I like a lot of the answers actually. Yeah, the consistency, yeah, the discipline and the yep, yep. You giving it to me for free? Consistency, the price. Look at that, right? You like the price? Yep. The algo bar. Yep. Supply and demand zones. Yep. 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 Resistance. Yep. 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 All in one access. Yep. 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 See, the issue with asking a question that is opinion, like that depends on opinion, is then you like all the damn answers. Do, 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 do. Best all-in-one value indicator. Yup. Yup.
Do you even see me here?
Koda, are you happy you didn't sell your S&P position? You happy? Right? Happy? That's one way to get added to the wheel. Rob, you
So,
see this? Ah.
you see me? Okay, you hear me?
Ah. That's one way to get added to the wheel.
You guys hear
Let's
me?
go. A BB
You,
shirt. Yeah.
do you hear me?
Yes, 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 yes,
Oh, shoot.
yes. Okay.
Okay, sorry. I don't think Blaze hears me. He's not even answering me.
Oh, you could hear Rob? Rob? Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness, you showed up. I wasn't even paying attention to my stream screen.
I was freaking out because I was like, why is everybody answering me, but Blaze is just ignoring me? I'm like, what
Ah,
the hell?
I wasn't paying attention to the stream screen. And then I have this stream muted on my end, right? So I don't hear myself or hear anything.
This is getting good. I was
Oh
like,
my
let me get on real
goodness.
quick and just, say hi
Yeah.
because I've been.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? I know I'm not on
Ayo.
much. I'm not. Blaze is the camera guy.
Let's go. Yeah. I like a lot of the answers, Rob. What do you think?
Yeah, they're good. I mean, it goes to show you how much they're learning from watching you online because when I asked the other question the other day, I didn't think, and I'm like, I was surprised people were saying, I was going to ask a question about the kernel, but I said, I don't think anyone knows what the kernel is. And everybody
Yep.
was saying kernel, kernel, kernel. I was like, wow, look at that.
Yep. Yep.
Good.
Especially people that do one-on-ones with us, right? Like
Yep.
we tell them how important that is. It's there for a reason. It's not just not there because it looks good, it's there for a reason. And a lot of the times it saves you from chaos.
Yep.
Yeah. So Rob, scroll up to the top of the question and then let me know what some of your favorite answers are, and then I'll add the names
What
to
was
the
the
list.
question? I was getting on. I didn't see the question.
Oh my goodness. So the question was, what's your favorite thing about the Algo? What is your
Oh,
favorite thing about the Algo? So if you scroll all the way up in the comments, you're gonna see, like, scroll all the way up.
so like what time?
Let me see. Let me
Okay.
let me tell you. I keep scrolling up. Scroll up to 850, to Bailey's answer. No, Pac's answer, where it says the colors.
The colors, I see it.
You see it, and then
The
go from
colors.
there.
He says he likes the colors.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, like I said, though, that's something that you and I talked about, right? Like the colors
Yeah,
are important. So
yeah. It's true. I mean, a lot of actually that's something that people ask me, like, or people used to ask me why like I say, I don't have a line for the RSI or MACD, but I have colors. And it's because of that, because I don't need to see a MACD if it's, where it is. Or I just need to see, like, how strong it is, right? If it's red, green, stuff like that.
yeah,
It teaches in disciplines that you
yeah. So let me know.
give.
Let me know the answers you like, Rob. Like, keep
Yeah,
scrolling
I'll
down, but
say
give me the names. Give me the names as well, so I can add them to the list.
I'm checking.
Okay.
Um,
While Rob is doing that, guys, look at Circle. Look at Circle. All-time highs DP. Yup. 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 Right? So that thing is a beast. Right? We're really not surprised that it's performing so well, are we? So DP, good job on all those dip buys. I like that a lot. Congratulations. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Congratulations. So that looks good. Again, NAM, we talked about this, right? In the 50s, you should be taking your money. Take your money and run, right? From 55 to 35, right? Pretty nasty drops. So,
man,
yeah.
there's like there's two or three good ones I like.
Yeah. I need 10 of
You
them,
ready
Rob.
now?
I need 10 of them.
Oh, you do? Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Right,
I need
so
10. Yeah.
the tools, the old cheddar, the tools all added together to help make an informed decision.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Give me the names, and then I add the
That's
names.
the tool cheddar. Sorry, the old cheddar.
Oh, cheddar. Okay. Yeah.
Then there was one. I also love that it's customized by people who actually use it. Yeah, it's true. You know what I mean? This is something that. Oh, that. Sorry. You see, I'm terrible. um, customize. That's Bailey
Really?
Barnhart. Banana
Criminal.
Express.
Really the
uh,
criminal.
but it helps me find three things to reinforce. I love this. You see, Jay, look what they say. Always, it allows me to not hyperfix on one aspect, but it helps me find three things to reinforce movement better than one indicator. You see, that's called confluence, guys.
Yep.
Confluence, and that's key in a trade. I don't get in a trade if I don't have confluence.
Yep. I like that. I like it.
Let me see. You need 10. Damn.
Yeah.
You can learn from. All right, let me go back up. I saw some others at the top. I didn't know it was 10, so let me go back up.
Rob is looking for the what happened to my name? Yeah. No, yeah, Rob is picking the names packs. So
So the algo makes it simple stupid for a jarhead like me. That one's a hard one. DVLDO. Uh,
DVL.
okay,
Yeah. DVL.
that is easy to understand. A lot of time and thought was put into its creation. That's true. Um, oh, I like this. Easy to detect a pattern, especially a reversal play. I like that. Kel.
Kel? Kel. Okay, sounds good. So that is five. Five more. Devil Dog.
Nikolai.
Nikolai.
Clear support resistance, clear breakouts, kernel.
Beautiful. That's six. We need
Oh
four more.
man, this is simple, but it's true. Algo drives discipline. This is some. I'm actually very happy. I'm very happy because
Okay.
people that know me, I'm not like I didn't create this to just create something and just like whatever. Like
Yep.
I'm actually happy because I'm seeing that the people are getting its potential, like what you can use it for, right? It's not like, oh yeah, it's just an indicator, does this and that. But people are saying I use it for this. It helps me get discipline. It helps me find it. I love
Yep.
that. I love those
Exactly.
surprises. Yeah. Algo
Exactly.
drives discipline. Did I tell you that? Algo drives discipline. And that
Yes,
would
that was
be
Nikolai. That was Nikolai,
oh,
right?
there was another one. Let's give it to also Finn McCool.
And
Yeah, so how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need some more.
yeah, three more. So yeah, circle
Um,
looks beautiful, Azul. Beautiful. 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 Yeah, three more reps.
yeah, I'm sorry, man. No.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Take your time while we look at the stocks. Beautiful.
Okay, Brian, because I don't think anybody mentioned, people mentioned the kernel, but they didn't mention that the kernel has colors, that the kernel will actually turn red and green. So the kernel colors. Brian Archer.
Okay. Archer. Brian. CRCL.
How many we have?
I think we need two more. Yeah. Perfect.
It can speed up your technical analysis. Yeah, that's actually part of it. That's TEE.
Okay, sounds good. And so like, and that was part of the goal too, right? Like, again, like if you listen to the podcast that Rob and I did, the whole conversation too was like, it took us a long time because we didn't really have the tools, right? Like, okay, like when you're learning technical analysis, like when you start, like, okay, you go here, you go here. There's so many random places you could go to, and there's so many indicators, right? So like it really does speed up like your like the way you learn. So really speeds that up. Yeah. And then one more, Rob. One more.
Pyro has a good question. I'm gonna answer it later. Remind me. He
Okay.
asked, "What are the statistics of an increase of the upside once we had the 9 crossover?" That's a good question. I'm gonna
Mhm.
answer that later.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And then one more.
There's a lot of people. I love supply and demand, but so many people put it. I can't. Like. Um,
Yeah.
somebody put the price. I'm gonna give it to you, George. The
The price.
price. There you go.
I told you. I told you. That was a good answer.
It was
That
a
was
good answer.
yeah,
Uh,
the
how many
price.
people? I'm giving you for 3 months, but people charge for like 1 month.
Yeah. Uh then so is that Pyro? That
No,
was
I
Pyro, right?
got it. No, that was George.
George? Okay, G.
And for Pyro, so if you see the cross of the kernel and the 90 MA, you gotta have if you it depends on where you at in the chart, right? Because sometimes, especially with the type of stocks that you guys trade, if once it starts going down, that famous curl that Blaze says, since it was flat for a bit and then now it's starting to curl and you get that kernel cross, it's pretty. It has a good there's a good sorry, the statistical percentage of it going up is a lot more, right? Because you're in a demand zone. You've been consolidating for a bit, and you got to believe in it. Like any other trade, any trade is 50-50. You got to believe in it. Where you at, and you got to believe that even though you might get a wick and go like this, and then it's going to end up, boom, and taking off. You know what I mean? And if you look, most of the time it does. But
Mhm.
at the moment, I know, and that's a good question because at the moment you're probably not seeing it like that, right? You're seeing it more like, okay, you're getting afraid this might not work out, but then it works out after a while. So it depends on the trade.
Yeah.
What's up, Josh? Um,
Ayo.
the trader tools, I get excited about things. I put it quick and then I don't think afterwards. But trader tools, I'm gonna add some tools in there for you guys to just
Mhm.
go in. But it's right now it's in work in progress, so it's there. I might hide it again because I'm still trying to work out a like a dashboard and stuff that I want to put in there for you guys just to come in, maybe check out I don't know, option stuff, and some simple things, because I know a lot of stuff you can do on the chart. You have it in the Discord, so but just
Yeah.
simple things maybe that you can even look it up on the phone. I was thinking, Blaze, adding like the algo bar for like different like main, see where the algo bar is telling you for like SPY, for like this, for like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Something like that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
anyways, all right, we're ready.
Josh, Rob came on for the for more algo giveaways, especially again since there's a brand new website, right? And all the questions. So Rob is on. If you have questions about the algo, this is the time. And Josh, let's do it. So we have
And
the
you can
wheel.
subscribe to Hot Trades from there too. There's
Oh,
a
yeah,
link to subscribe to Hot Trades from there.
exactly, exactly. So the next giveaway, guys, this is giveaway number, I don't remember. We've done a few now, right? So let's spin the wheel, right? So the question was, what's your favorite thing about the algo, right? And Rob picked out the best answers, and let's spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Finn? It's gonna be Finn. It's gonna be Finn. Let's go, Finn. There you go. Congratulations, Finn. Congratulations. So Finn is off the wheel now. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Love it. Those are some really good answers, right? So I just want to go back and show you guys this, right? So the question that Rob asked earlier was for the last giveaway was, what two things do you need to see cross to show you that the move is being reversed, right? So we talked about the chrono cross, right? Again, and another thing that, like, so you can look at the 9 EMA and the kernel itself crossing, but look at every time you get a green circle and a red circle, right? So look right here. So you might have had two in a really close area, right? This is why the algo is cool. This is why indicators are cool, right? Because there's no bias to this, right? So there was a bit of a red kernel cross right there. The kernel is like, hey, I think we're going to go down. I think we're going to go down. I think we're going to go down. Then right away, the kernel is like, you know what? I messed up. I messed up. Let's fix this immediately, right?
Can
If
I?
this is if this is retail, you're gonna sit there and say, but I think we're gonna crash, right? We're gonna crash, right? We have to crash, right? Indicators don't do that, right? It's using data. And right away, in this little move here, the move was reversed. And if you followed, look at this. Look at that boom
And
ski.
can I mention something from that, Blaze?
Yes,
Zoom in, right there to what you were saying.
right there.
Zoom in there.
Yep.
Zoom in. There you go. What are you seeing there? A kernel and a 9 EMA very tight, meaning that it's sideways action. So the kernel's going to tell you with the 9 EMA that there's not much happening right there. It bounces now, it's consolidating there, right? So
Yep.
that's why you're going to get a fake out, because it's going to be like red, and then maybe you're going to get some kernel crosses there because they're so tight, right? They're going to cross.
Yep.
But what I recommend people all the time is to look at the algo bar, because when
Mhm.
the algo bar starts telling, I can't believe that's my daughter.
Hi, Victoria.
I can't believe her. That's one of those. I'm
She's
happy.
laughing.
Yeah, it's just that's my life, guys. It's wonderful.
Uh,
um, everybody saying hi, Victoria. um, so when it's happening there, the algo bar is telling you in real time what's happening, and the cumulative delta, which is the second box on the top, you could show them now. The
yep.
second box at the top, Blaze,
Right
in
there.
the algo bar, the second one right there. That's the cumulative delta. That's telling you at that moment. So picture yourself in a demand zone or in a consolidation zone, and you're just waiting. Now you see that like start turning green, maybe teal green like it is now. That means
Yep.
that there's much more buyers than sellers, right? So it's
Yep.
overtaking the buyers and selling. Now you know that there's volume coming in. Now you're watching volume in real time. And if the
Yep.
relative volume, which is always great, because relative volume is something like this, right? And then once volume comes in, right now, you see that? Relative volume 2x, that means there's a lot more volume coming in than usual. And then, it'll get a spike up. So now you know that kernel cross is most likely going to stick because you have everything working in your favor and you're seeing it in real time.
Yep. Exactly. I like it. Look at that thing cook, guys. CRCL, right? That $100 was such a magnet, but as soon as it broke above it, say goodbye. Goodbye. If you're still holding CRCL, type yes in the chat. If you're still
All right.
holding this gem, Type yes in the chat.
I have to go, Blaze, but I just wanted to say hi, and I love the answers. I'm happy. That was so cool.
Let's go,
You know,
Rob.
that people are using it, and especially that, use it to make money, man. Let it be your edge, or at least let me leave with this. It's just a tool for your toolbox. If I'm a mechanic and I'm trying to, take a bolt off with my hands, with my bare hands, is gonna be tough, right? Or if I have some junky tool, it's gonna be tough. But I have a really nice new tool, I can grab it good and be able to take out that bolt, right? So it's the same thing. If you have the tools for your type of trading, so it's not for you to trade the way we want you to trade. It's for you to use your trading knowledge or what you're learning and use it for your, for what you need.
Yep.
Your type of trading, sorry.
I
All
like
right.
that.
All right,
Rob,
Blaze. Love you, brother. We'll talk later.
love you too. We'll chat soon.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, LT. Love it. So we need to do a class at some point too. It's been a while since we've done a class. We've just been really, really busy with all the other stuff. So, and also just taking breaks. So we need to do classes at some point. Here goes 115, guys. Brand new highs of the day. Oof. I asked you guys earlier, hey, are you still in? So crypto's still in there. Misty's still in there. CM is still in there. Crystal, I like it. Forever, Josh. I knew you'd be in this thing, right? So a stablecoin IPO. Oof. Right. And Josh was spamming this yesterday, right? Josh, thank you very much again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. KB, yes. Yeah, Kimbella, you sold too soon. Green though, right? So as long as you're green, and as long as you're green in that position, Circle is cooking, guys. There's a reason why we kept watching this today, right? Because as a brand new IPO, the damn thing just never wanted to dip, right? This chart has actually been nice. Who loves me? I do. There you go. Let's do a class after the new update goes live, Rob. Okay, let's do it. Then we can do a Q&A and then an algo future, launch basically. So we'll schedule a class when the algo is updated, guys. Alrighty. So again, if I go back and look at the history for Circle, right? Like, look at this. This stock has been a gem, right? Like, look at this. Yesterday, when the stock IPO'd, right? We IPO'd yesterday, right? IPO happened, and we had that nice spike initially, right? What I like is that retest to 96 to 76, right? So we came back to 76, and then we pumped again to 100, basically. So right away, we knew that this $100 would be a problem, right? This level was always going to be a problem, right? So we failed, and then we came back down again to 76. So right away you can see, right? So speaking of the algo, right away the algo started pointing to you, right? Hey, 76 is a demand zone. How beautiful is that, right? As soon as we IPO'd and dipped, the algo was like, hey, 76, like, look at that green zone, right? This is why people like the demand zones. The demand zone, the demand zone. What does demand stand for? Support, buying pressure, whatever you want to call it, right? So when the stock pumped and then came back down again, the algo was like, hey, this is a demand zone. This is a demand zone. 76, 76, 76. Look at that green zone. It's like, hey, we're in the green zone. 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 Okay, bye bye. I gave you the opportunity, right? And then we hit $100 again, which is resistance, right? And then we just got stuck at $100 in between, in between, in between. But you can see other demand zones forming, right? And then as soon as we broke above $100, like later today, right there with the algo, boom skis, right? So now we need to consolidate above $115 there, and then go from there. SPY just got slapped. Virus, Archer. Anyway, so that looks like a retest of that 98. Alrighty, so that breakout for SPY. SPY is being an A. Finish. There you go. And back to Circle, guys. Circle is looking really, really good. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Please and thank you. Take a second, smash a like. Huh. Interesting. Don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Alrighty. Is it? Yeah, it's a subscription-based thing. I had to get it. Yeah, I posted the link to the website. We need to include the link to the website in the description as well. So it's easy to find. So now we need to consolidate above 115 here. That still looks good. CLBR looks like it's gaining a bit of a, yeah, so still playing with $15 for now. I know, I saw, yeah, you're criminal. Yeah, I saw. Change my parents' name for ringing the, yeah. Yes. I like it. I don't know what's happening with SPY there. Almost like we got a headline. Did we get anything, Archer? I don't see anything. Um, yeah, it looks like it's just a psychological thing, right? So, China grants export a license to rare earth supplies of top three. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so just the technical dip from the 600s. Yeah, just fear. Yeah, just resistance basically. Just resistance. What time is it? We're gonna hop off at some point, guys, and go continue streaming in Discord. By the way, so we have 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes, and then we're gonna hop off and continue streaming in Discord. Alrighty. So again, if you're not a member yet, and make sure you come join us, so we can make more monies together. Alrighty. RCL is just cooking, guys. Just cooking. Yup. 119.37 at the highs. Exactly, Josh. Exactly. So it's more of a technical thing rather than just a headline, right? Sometimes when you see drops like that, you think there's a headline, but no, it's just a technical thing, right? Just same thing when Bitcoin hits 100. Same thing when Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, right? It's kind of the same thing that SPY is dealing with hitting 600. So let's go, Kimvela. Yeah. So we'll hop off in 30 minutes or so and then continue on Legend Voice. Alrighty. It says Legend Voice is full, but that's because I need to unlock it. So once we're done, I'll unlock it and then go from there. Are you driving now, Josh? Are you driving? Are you driving? Do. So we gave a whole bunch of let's see here. Okay, perfect. Yep. Crazy, Josh, isn't it? Crazy. So we did a whole bunch. We did a whole bunch of algo giveaways, right? Alrighty. Let's throw some memberships in there. So all of the people that are not members, type yes in the chat, and we'll pick our favorite people. You know, people that have been here but that are not members, but they're always around the community, right? So Misty is gonna be in there, just off the top of my head, right? 30 minutes for bowling, mini golf, and video games. Then off to Top Golf. Oh, let's go, James. Let's go, James. Let's go. Doo, doo. Let's go. So I'll let you guys type yes in the chat. And also, you have to be someone that hasn't won a giveaway yet. Alrighty. I wish the bot was working so we could just do all of this through the bot, but obviously that thing wants to be an A. Rubbish. And we'll pick some people from the chat already. So James and Misty, that's easy. Everybody else is let me go through the list because I've only looked at James and Misty. Jasmine, RS, Marty, Aruna, Maggie. What is Body Count TV? Is Body Count TV like, like the type of show Virus watches? uh, let's throw some more names on the list, okay? And then spin the wheel. So Body, Marty's been here a few times as well. We can do a non-member giveaway, and then we can do some member giveaways. Let's do Jep. Jep J. What is that? 5? 5. Let's go, Kimvela. Bernie, you're a member already. You criminal. Aruna, let's throw Aruna in there. Aruna has been on here a few times. Jasmine, let's throw Jasmine in there. Olisa, aren't you a member? Devin, you just won a membership, I think, not too long ago. Let's do Maggie and author. Maggie and author. So what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Beautiful. Okay. And then we'll do some more. Alrighty? Yeah. Alrighty? Let's go, Josh. Let's go. So again, CRCL. Anytime we approach a level like that, a $20 level like that, you want to be very cautious, right? Again, this thing has been beautiful, right? But when you're getting to psychological levels like $100, $120, right? People are going to take profits. So just keep that in mind, alrighty? So again, let's do the spin of the wheel. Spin. For a free membership, is it going to be Mega or is it going to be Author? I spelled your name wrong, by the way, Author. Don't worry about it, though. There you go. Let's go. Come on. Also, congratulations. Alrighty. Send me an email, hottradesx@gmail with your Discord username, and I'll add you to the list. I like your name, by the way. Canadian Proud. I like it. Too bad you messaged after the 10 names. I would have definitely added you just for being Canadian. Don't worry. Don't mind all the Americans in the chat. It's Cheddar's wife. Oh my goodness, what a criminal! I like it. At 95 and put a limit for 1,000. I mean, you might get it, but highly doubt it. But yeah. Don't mind all these Canadians, like Rob and Josh. Don't mind them in the chat. Author, yeah, send me yeah, there you go. So send me an email with your Discord username already, and yeah, alrighty, yeah. Do we want to do one more for Josh? One more spin. One more spin, guys. Don't make me spam. One more giveaway. One more. Yeah, again, I don't know how many giveaways we've done. Probably like giveaway number, I don't know. We're getting closer to 10, right? Between Algo and membership. So let's do one more spin already. And this time we're gonna add the Canadian I wish I could put like a flag in there, like a Canadian flag. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. Canada. Canadian, can I do that? Oh, I can. I can, guys. This is the coolest thing ever. If I can rig this, I'm gonna rig it. So the Canadian flag wins. But obviously I can't. You can do flags? That's so cool. This is like the coolest thing today. Other than, all the stocks that are cooking. Yeah. We should do the next time. Like pick your favorite country, If the flag is gone, you're done. And then we put the flags in there and spin. Okay, let's spin it. If the Canadian flag wins, that's gonna be so rigged. But it's not gonna win. There you go. All emojis, sorry. Congratulations, Jeff. Alrighty. I know you became a member today, but you signed up for the wrong level, right? So, yeah. So again, send me an email, hotratesx@gmail, and then I'll send you an invite. Um, alrighty. Typical Canadian. It was close, Maddie. It was close. Aruna, it was close. So congratulations, guys. Spy still pushing up, right? So that's nice. And then Circle looks good. Nam with a bit of a pop there, right? Dipski and pop back to the supply zone and then back down. Suck it. Yep. I mean, you're not wrong, Josh. Nam is halted down now. Halted down. CLBR again. We like this stock, right? Eventually, again, $15 is still holding up really nicely. So, yeah, yeah. Okay, perfect. Perfect. You're welcome. So yeah, make sure you send me the congratulations. Send me the an email with your Discord username, please. The email is at the top there, hottradesx@gmail. Alrighty. Don't forget to smash a like, guys. If you haven't already, please take a second, smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Become a Legend member and come join us. Like I said, we're gonna hop off in about 20 minutes and go hang out in Discord in the Legend Voice channel. So we're just gonna continue streaming, but in Discord. So, ready, Josh? Thank you. Much love. And yeah. Yeah. There you go. What time is the new IPO? Probably closer to lunchtime when we hop off and go back to Discord. The IPOs are going to start coming out, right? So we'll probably just watch those IPOs in Discord. We shall watch the IPOs in DZ squads. So there's that, and then there's that. Okay. So what's the price target for CLBR, guys? What's the price target for this one? When it cooks, you don't deserve trolls like me. No, that's what makes the bond special, right? Is everybody roasting everybody, you know? Yeah, 187.25. At least you have an 80 in there, Christo. So at least as long as there's an 80 in there, then that's good. Quite a few shares actually. Yeah. So can it CRCL is a stablecoin project. Stablecoin. I'm not sure I understand your question. Bailey, I'm surprised you didn't win. Yeah. Surprised you didn't fail. You didn't win. once the merger announcement happens, Josh, then that's when the hype is going to kick in, right? So less about the value, more about the hype, more about the hype, and then pump and dump, right? So um, it's always less, like the like the merger itself, the pew pew merger, right? So yeah, USDC, yeah. Um, so when the merger for CLBR will be, you're hoping that you get a run before the merger happens. You're just waiting for the announcement of a merger and then the pump and then the dump, right? So we don't necessarily, as much as we were connecting it to the company itself, the company is not always like almost don't want to hold it when the merge is completed, because usually there's a sell-off, right? De-SPAC process. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, VERO just announced an offering, guys. Yeah, that thing was weak long ago. We stopped watching that thing like a while ago, right? So you make your monies and you move on. You put a stop loss, right? So VERO announces 3.49 million registered offering priced at the market. Yeah, so that's wild. So more so on revenue of the company, right? So the stock is here to look at the value of the company, not to match the stable coin, can it? Right? Have a great weekend, Canadian Proud. Tell Cheddar to behave, please. Tell Cheddar to behave. Actually, yeah, Cheddar won a yearly membership from Josh, right? Which is beautiful. Beautiful. Bailey says, I've been confessing my love for Josh all morning and he didn't tell me hi. Sad panda. Josh, come on. Come on, Josh. Yeah, so good. Yeah, so exactly, right? So based on transaction revenue, right? So the how valuable the company is, right? Rather than what the stable coin is doing. That is not true. uh yes, yes. Yes, yes. NAM is on halted, guys, back to $35, basically below 35, right? CRCL is still dipping, guys, right? So we T-Rexed at the top, we broke below the kernel, right? And we're still selling off. So, yeah. So maybe probably just a retest of $100, right? Retest of $100. Yeah, sounds good. If it's consolidating there, Bilal, if it's testing and holding, and then we can go from there. Test and hold support. Alrighty. Yeah. The kernel and the 9 cross, Tony? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, right? Look at right there. So that was your 9 crossing below your kernel right there. Right? And then slap. So again, the kernel and the 9 cross really important. Right? Really important. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. SPY still below 6. Yeah. Again, this was more of a SPY retest of that last breakout, right? This 98 was so strong. right? So here it is retesting. If it breaks below that, then you have other problems. But for now, though, it's holding it. Holding. Anybody planning on swinging anything into the weekend? Any swings into the weekend? Anything you're paying attention to? No, 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 no. Okay, perfect. New, no, no, no. Arthur, welcome. I'll send you an invite link, okay? If I can find one. If I can find one. There goes the bounce there. So it looks like we hit 103 almost and then popped. So I just sent you an invite link, Arthur. Your Discord name is okay, perfect. Thank you. Hmm. Here we go. You did, Jericho? Okay, sounds good. Yep, closer to $100, at least a bit of a bounce. Yeah, you did not have a stop loss in that thing, Marco, right? Also, you kind of did a few of the things that we don't like, right? If it's breaking below all the moving averages, you don't want to be touching it, right? So the answer to your question is me answering your question without even looking. You know what I mean? So you need to set a stop loss. There's really nothing else when a company does an offering, right? You need to have stop losses. Uh, there we go. Perfect. There goes 110. 110. Do, do, do. Marty, that's a question that includes that's a question that I usually answer on one-on-ones because it includes a whole bunch more than just a stop loss. I usually wait and lose a lot. Yeah. Right. So that's something that like I like to go over on one-on-ones because it includes like there's so much more that comes to setting a stop loss. It's not just random. How far do you set a stop loss? I guess the general answer for a stop loss, if you're in a position, is 8%. Right. Some people do, 8 to 10%. That's the general rule. um, that answer doesn't apply to all cases though, because to me, if you buy a stock at support, why the hell are you setting a stop loss for 8 cents for 8%, right? So look at this, right? If you know that this stock has support right here, right? If you know that this stock has support right here, right? And you buy the damn stock right there, or you buy that support, right? If 8% is down there, why the hell are you doing that rather than setting your stop loss right below the support or right below the demand zone, right? So it really depends, right? But the general rule is you want to do like 8%. Keep your stop losses really tight, right? But if you're buying a stock at support, you don't need to do 8%, right? Keep your stop loss tighter. So it really depends on your entry, and it depends on a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, yeah. But you definitely exactly for press. But you definitely don't want to just be do more, please, Raven. Yes, yes, yes. Right. But you definitely don't want to be randomly taking minus 25% losses, minus 50% losses, right? So you're welcome, Marty. Righty. So I'll pull up a screenshot here actually. There's a screenshot we have in the education channel. Maybe you guys can take a look at that, right? There's a screenshot we have in the education channel. It talks about stop losses. Um, so it says, the 7 to 8% sell rule is based on an ongoing study covering over 130 years of stock market history, right? So the 8% thing makes a lot of sense. You just have to kind of know why it makes sense, right? Yeah. So if you're taking more than 8% losses, then you need to work on your entries. Your entries are not good. Yeah. Ready? So if you're taking losses like that, then your entries just suck. You need to work on them. And your entries sucking isn't a bad thing, right? Don't take it personally. You just need to work on them, right? That's the goal. Constant improvement. So fix your entries, right? So whenever someone says every time I set a stop loss it hits, well, it's because you're not setting proper stop losses. And sometimes like we do have scammy markets, but if you have good stop losses or if you had good entries, they don't hit all the time. I promise. Pinky promise. Promise? Promise. There goes 111, right? For example, like if CRCL is testing 103 and you get in, well, where should a stop loss be? Probably right below $100, right? Because $100 is your next big level, right? So did it hit? No, it doesn't hit, right? But whereas if you FOMO into this thing right here as it's dropping, right, and we keep dropping, your stop loss is gonna hit, but that's because your entry also sucks, right? But if you get in close to $100 and you put a stop loss at 99.99, well, guess what? It doesn't hit, right? So stop losses have to do more so with your entry. Do I recommend trailing stop losses? Yeah, they're good as long as you understand them, right? My only issue with trailing stop losses is most of the time people just don't understand how they work, right? So, for example, on a really volatile stock, a stock that's moving up 200%, right? A 10% trailing stop loss doesn't work, right? A 20% trailing stop loss might be really, really tight, right? So, maybe not the 20%, right? But so sometimes people don't understand, right? And they set a 5% trailing stop loss on a stock that's moving up 200%, and then it hits, and then they're like, wait, what the hell just happened? Why did my stop loss hit? Right? So it's just a lack of understanding. But trailing stop losses are good if you understand them. Alrighty. On joining Legend is the best. Yeah, Legend is the only level that's available, Daryl. Um, the other levels below that are not available, and then the goat level is more so based on um, yeah, whenever we yeah, maybe next week or so we'll open up some more goat spots, but now no goats. We like the goats we have for now, so we'll add more goats later. Blue PHAT has been doing really well actually. Nothing crazy, but yeah, trailing stop loss is a lot of brain power. Yeah, so the reason why, like, I'm always hesitant in telling people to use the trailing stop loss is because, like, I'd rather you do the technical analysis, and say, oh, you know what, like, this is my last support for NAM. Let me put my stop loss below this, right? Rather than just put a trailing stop loss and then you're not quite sure where that number actually is at. No, so one-on-ones are only for gold members, Jay. Only for gold members. Only for the goats. Lizzie, yeah, PHAT. Yeah, that thing has been cooking this. Low key cooking. Low key cooking, PHAT. Yeah. Let me there it is. Beautiful. Look at that thing cook. Sheesh. Cook. That's a really nice run actually. The IPO is out. Thank you, Rita. That's the OMDA one. Yeah, OMDA is out. Okay. OMDA. This one looks really good though. That's a sweet run. Sweet run. Can you tell like that? Maybe I don't like the IPO today as much. uh, but we might as well take a look though. Yeah, yeah. You can tell, right? You can tell that I don't quite like it as much. But by my lack of excitement to pull it up and not even having it on the stream title. When I like something, I usually put it on the stream title. When I don't always. Not always the case though, right? Not always the case, but For an IPO, we usually know that it's coming, so then I put it up there. For now, though, for a name like this, a break above 24 would probably be where like the vibes are at, right? So this thing needs to clear $24 already, or dip closer to $20. So we can keep. Yes, you get access to Discord with the legend level. So if you're not a legend member, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot, or click the dollar sign in your beside your live chat, and come join us. Let's go, nosotros. Beautiful. Yeah. 550 nosotros. Yeah, 550 to 750, guys. Woof. Right. That was a sweet alert in Discord. Again, if you're not a member in Discord, guys, you're missing out on a lot. Right. This thing was alerted in Discord below $5, right? From the bot. Right. Look at it now. Halted at 750 almost. We weren't talking about it, but if you are in Discord, you cooked. Alrighty. Cooked. What happened, Free Press? What happened? You're in at 660 Omega. Look at these criminals, guys, come showing up from Discord, right? So again, if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us. Press, did you ever connect to Discord? Are you good to go, or you're still slacking on that connection? Are you still slacking there? Don't make me find you, please. No, not Kenneth. Free Press. uh, Also, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please. Don't forget to smash a like, please, and thank you. That always buys at the on the and sell at the dips. You just turn your phone upside down. Unbelievable. Yep. Umda is popping a little bit there, guys. There goes the break of 24, right? That's what we were looking for. Yeah, that 24 break was your push. Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of my favorite way to play IPOs is letting that first candle play out, right? Let the first few minutes play out and then look for the breakout basically for OMDA. Let the first little bit play out so I can FOMO into the breakout basically. That's it. So $25 next there for resistance. Anybody FOMO into OMDA IPO? Michael, welcome to the community. Welcome to the community, Michael. Alrighty, this is your invite link at the bottom of the chat. So click the invite link and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. 23 CM? Well done, congrats. Yeah, so click that link, Michael. Follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. You bought a few 23, 28. Yeah, you criminals. You guys were basically watching the curl of the bottom there, Raven and CM. The curl of the bottoms. Let's go, Daryl. Let's go. Sounds good, Rich. Yeah, so 25 wall them. So Daryl and Michael, welcome to the community, guys. Circle looks amazing, right? That dipped to 100. That was it. Jericho, good job. And then PHAT is halted up. So we shall see what that does. Again, so Daryl and Michael, welcome to the community. Ready? Click the link at the bottom of the chat there. And that link is going to take you straight to Discord. Go to the Getting Started channel and follow the instructions. Scroll up and down, follow the steps. and then join us in the Legend Voice channel because we're going to continue streaming in there. Alrighty. If you have any questions, ask those questions in the Legend Voice. Alrighty. Make sure you spend the weekend though watching the intro video in the Getting Started channel, and spend some time in the Education channel. Right. Click through all the channels, please. Right. Kind of see what's where, so you're ready for the next week. Alrighty. So again, if you're not a member yet, come join us because we're going to be leaving soon-ish and continue streaming in Discord. Alrighty. We're just going to wait for the on halt here and then see what the IPO does for a second, and then we'll leave and go continue in Discord. Alrighty. There goes the on halts, guys. Blue hat is on halted, and that thing just exploded. Oh my goodness. Nosotros? I like that. Shish. That thing just exploded. Whew. I'm going to send you a video as well. Education. And it's halted up again, guys. If you promote into PHAT, type yes in the chat. If you promote into this crackhead stock, type yes in the chat. OMDA is still cooking, so 2560. So that breakout was really, really important. Really, really important. Misty, yeah? Good job. Good job. There you go. So $26 almost there for that IPO. Guilty? Guilty. Guilty. No, that's good though. That is good. There goes $26. Yeah, he just had to yeah. Let's go, Jay. Yes in the chat. Say I halted at $8.45. You're waiting for a dip ski? Yeah. That thing said no dips, 0 dips whatsoever. That alert came through and it just said, thanks guys, goodbye. You either FOMO or I leave you. So be careful after the next on halt though. Let's see how close we get to $10. And move out at 6. The dumbest profit that you book. I mean, you 5 to 6 is not bad, Jaspreet. At least it's green, right? Yeah. Anything above $20 DP is a win. Right? Once we cross 20, whether that's based on the catalyst, like the merger news, then let's see how hard it runs above 20, basically. Right? So 20 to 50. 20 to 50 is what I'd like to see. Alrighty, but again, that's going to depend on, so we get the merger news, how quickly do we pump? Because if we're just exploding, then there's no need for a price target, right? Then it's just like, okay, let's just watch it cook, right? So, yup. I know I've seen price targets that, like $100, $200 and stuff like that, but to me, it's going to be based on price action, right? If it's pumping easily, meh, right? Then just kind of watch it cook and celebrate. But if it's stalling in the 20 to 50 range, then you're like, okay, let me secure the monies, right? Especially for you all in, being all in, scale out, right? Scale out. But suddenly we get the big red bar. Volume, does it always mean to sell? Jaspreet, no. It depends how far of a sell-off you're getting, right? So I know people like volume. volume precedes price, right? That's the expression, right? Everybody's always looking at volume. Some of you guys have those volume candles at the bottom of your screen, right? You notice how like I don't have those volume candles, right? Omda is cooking there. Yup, there goes brand new highs for Omda, right? So congratulations again, $27. That's not bad, you know. That is not bad at all. Not bad at all. That 24 break, that was it. That's not bad at all. Congratulations if you formed into that IPO. Yeah. So that's what I like to pay attention to. Overall volume, not candle volume is what I like paying attention to. Let's go, Michael. Thank you. Welcome to the community. Alrighty. So yeah, follow the steps and connect. Gilam, Gilam. Hopefully, I'm not like destroying your name. Welcome to the community. Welcome to Discord. Alrighty. Barit. Uh, that's I'm gonna send you an invite link at the bottom of the chat as well. Pull one up here. So invite. Welcome to Legends. Click the link, the Discord link. Follow the steps in the Getting Started channel, please. Alrighty. 2750, brand new highs. PHAT is still halted, and CM is smiling. Raven is smiling. Marty, you could just become a member, you know, instead of clicking the link, because you know it's not gonna work, right? Don't make me find you, Marty. Just become a member. Michael, I can see that you haven't clicked on the link yet. Barid, you haven't clicked on the link yet. Daryl, you haven't clicked on the link. Maybe you have. Someone has a different username. But again, please click the link at the bottom of the chat. If you just become a member, click the link, follow the steps in the Getting Started channel, please. Alrighty, please. Really, please. Alrighty. And then you have access to Discord, and you can join us in stream. Golden candle here. Got to be careful. Does it not really matter anymore since we're above the? So when you see the golden candle, right, you also have to look at the price action of the stock. If it's stalling at the area of the golden candle, then it's a problem. If it's breaking above it and creating higher lows, it's not a problem. So in this case, you're also just worried about the next resistance level that it fails at. So once it passes it like that, it's not an issue. Right? Just worry about the next level. Maybe that's $28, right? When the stock is halted, if the stock is halted, then everybody has issues, basically, Jay, right? Yeah. Okay, there we go. And there goes your dipski. Your dipski. Yeah, it's almost like, you know, when Rob was on, we were talking about Confluence, right? Sock monkey. So Confluence is really important, right? You never want to be in a position where you're using one tool to make your whole decision, right? Like, I'm not going to see a golden candle and then I'm like, oh, let me sell this. Oh, let me buy this, right? It's like, okay, I'm getting one piece of data. Like, what else is confirming this data, right? Like, okay, I'm seeing a stock crash to support, right? Is support my only piece of information? It better not be, right? Are we in a demand zone? Are we actually trying to curl, right? Is it a double bottom? Is it 200 EMA there, right? Like, you want to make sure you have a few things, whether you're selling or buying a stock, to make your decision, you know? It should. It should. It doesn't always do it, but it should. If it doesn't, then you just renew. You just sign up again on YouTube's, right? And then it's gonna reconnect on its own. Like, you sign up again, just give it 5 minutes or less, and it's just gonna read it again. That, oh, okay. That's why it's important for you to connect your Discord to YouTube's, so it just reads, you know. So I don't have to do work, because I really don't want to do that. Yeah, press. Yeah. I think maybe what they were asking for was, you know, when a stock is halted, right? Like, on the unhalt, like, what's kind of the strategy there? And I think we have a class on that too, wherever it's at. Uh, sounds good, Mark. Enjoy lunch. I let a goldfish decide what I buy. Goldfish. Have you seen some of those like dogs that like throw the ball down the stairs to predict who's gonna win, like a specific thing? Are we T-Rexing? A little bit, yeah, a little bit. So watch for higher lows. As long as that thing stays above $100, it's a good thing today. And then PHAT still halted. Come on, give us the damn on halt already. Goldfish Donk Pika. Please buy Mullen. Troy? Okay. Let's go, Raven. Beautiful. That's the right way to end the week, Love it. Yeah. Work sucks. Raven, have a wonderful weekend. I'm just waiting for one more on halt here, guys, and then the rest of the names, and then we'll hop off and go continue streaming in Discord. Alrighty. So one more on halt, and then we're done. One more on halt. Nosotros, good play on this, by the way. Good job. Good run up can change your whole energy. You just gotta practice the selling and not holding it down. Exactly, Nosotros, right? Runs like these are always coming, right? The question is, can you manage the downside? If you can't, that's gonna change the way your trading goes. If you're one of those people that you want to be right all the time and you want a diamond hand, then the market will punish you, right? Smaller losses, monies, you know. So. Yeah, exactly. It's always around the corner, especially around this community. With the community we have and the stocks we look at, it's very likely that the next stock you get into is going to cook like this. You just got in at $5 and something, and it's at $8 and something, right? In less than 30 minutes. Without the halts. But so if you can find a way to just eliminate the ones that are not working, take smaller losses, you're gonna be fine. Gonna be okay. Right? I keep telling you guys, like the one common factor for people that struggle in the market are diamond hands. People that don't want to be wrong. They just want to be right and stay in the stock and wait, right? That's the to me that's the worst mistake, that anybody does in the market. That's it. Diamond hands. The whole secret to winning big in the stock market is not to be right all the time, but to lose the least amount possible when you're wrong. Right? We're gonna be wrong every single day. Every single day. I'm gonna take at least one red trade every single day. Right? Every day we're gonna mess up. Just be ready for that. Right? And be ready to take the loss quickly. Because you sell one and you go to the right one and you make the money back, and it's like, oh well. 36 earlier. Happy with Discord? Let's go, Jay. Let's go. I'm happy with Discord, he says, right? Bought at 17, sold at 36, guys. If you're not a member, you're missing out. Teamwork, Marty, teamwork. $36. Membership paid for. Let's keep cooking, please. I've been messing up my whole life. I mean, everybody does, Everybody does. That's the beauty of it, though, isn't it? No, 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 no. There goes the on hold, guys. 980. Nosotros is happy now. 980, 990. Oof. Oof. $10, guys. 1060. No, nosotros? Oh my goodness. It looks like we're going to be staying on a little bit longer, huh? Because it's halted up again. That's exactly, Josh. My goodness. Look at this, guys. Ooh, nosotros, how happy are you right now? Raven? I think it was in Raven in this one. No, I think Raven bought the other one actually. Right? Again, that alert in Discord came out below $5. Below $5, guys, at the beginning of the move. Right? If you're missing out in Discord, oof. Oof. Right? If you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us. You're gonna keep missing out. Right? 1067, guys. Beauty. Beautiful. 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 Uh, okay, there we go. Beautiful. If you're in Blue Hat, not Blue Hat. There's another stock called Blue Hat, but it's BH. Anyways, if you're in this one, type yes in the chat. If you're in this thing, type yes in the chat. What an absolute monster! Yeah, welcome to an average day on at Hot Trades, Josh. Patricia, well done. Misty, you need to become a member and come join us. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna send ChatGPT after you to find you. Find you. Chris, love it. So again, Bilal, welcome to the community. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the party. Welcome. Yeah, looks like VERO is actually bouncing a little bit there. Wow, interesting, huh? There we go. Yeah, yeah, Bailey. Yeah, love it. So how do you get access to Discord? Let me send you an invite link. So again, I'm going to send you a link. When you click on the link, it's going to say you don't have access to type and blah, blah. You don't have permission, right? Well, when you click on the link, go to the Getting Started channel below and follow the steps, please. Alrighty? Click on that link at the bottom of the chat. Scroll down in the Getting Started channel, follow the steps. If you're not sure what steps you need to follow, the second last video in the Getting Started channel shows you how to connect. And then the last video shows you every channel. This is this channel. This is this. This is this, right? And then you can hang out in Stock General. Once we get off the stream, we're going to be streaming in Legend Voice. Yeah, free press. I think that's because you haven't followed the steps yet. You haven't followed the steps. I told you. But I'm gonna do it manually for you though. Free press in 3, 2, 1. You're good to go. Alrighty? But you're gonna need to connect still. Otherwise you're still gonna lose your access. But for now you do have access still. So go to Discord free press. Don't make me find you. I sent you the video. Follow the steps with the right email, please. So again, PHAT is halted up. That's crazy. 470 to 1067 halted up 127%. It doesn't seem like that much when you say 127%, does it? You sent me an email. Okay, sounds good. Okay. I'm going to send you an invite. I see your username now. I'm going to send you an invite. Once you click on the invite, Jeb, let me know. Okay, perfect. Let's go, Bilal. Yeah, so click the link, follow the steps. Circle still looks okay to me just because it's giving us higher lows. And then obviously we're waiting for the on halt here. You did ghost? Monies. Congratulations. Monies. Virus. Is that virus? Let's go. 3. Let's go. There we go. You did ghost. Love it. Well done. It's going to be so important in case it tanks. I think nosotros, you need to take that stop off and secure the gains. You have doubled your monies into the weekend on a Friday, right? Yeah. Do you know what is the usual time? No, it changes. So, like for the last merger, which was CEP, no, not CEP. It was 4 days after. It was 4 days after the filing, right? So this one should have been coming out today. DP, like the expectation was today, right? So there really isn't. It changes. So hopefully next week, like you said, right? Maybe they were waiting for the Friday, the weekend to be done, and then hopefully, like we start the week off with that filing. Like Josh said, through pain. Through pain. Yeah. So yep. But then again, we've also been doing this for a long time though, so doing this for a long time. All those times we were hiding in the bathroom, in school, at work, hiding in the bathroom and trading. It's no, I mean, by the way, the filing and the ticket change. So when the filing comes out, they should give you a date. Yeah, Circle looks amazing. I like Circle a lot. I like what it's doing a lot. Jericho, are you still in your position? No. So again, yeah, the date usually comes through with that initial filing, and sometimes that doesn't actually happen, right? So you're waiting for that filing, and then you're waiting for more filings after that to confirm. The filing though that you should be interested in though, DP, is the next one, right? The merger confirmation is what you're looking for. Buy them. Yeah. Keep stalking. You never left. Yeah. Bailey, have a wonderful weekend. See you in Discord. Not on Monday. See you in Discord. Jericho. Okay, sounds good. Have a wonderful weekend, Jericho. We'll hop off in a bit. Uh, Obviously this talk is keeping us on stream, right? So have a wonderful weekend, and then we'll continue. I'm gonna unlock the Legend Voice channel, and then we'll be in there in a second. Alrighty. Once we get the next on halt. Again, if you haven't smashed a like yet, take a second and smash a like and hit that subscribe. There you go. Jeb, you're good to go. Good to go. Daryl, you need to follow the instructions and connect already. So again, all you need to know is in the getting started channel. So just follow the steps in there. Perfect. Yeah, so we're going to be in Stock General, and then the Legend Voice is where we're going to stream at. Alrighty, so one more on halt, and then we're going to leave. And Circle for me still looks good. So if you're in there, congratulations. And Marty, thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend as well. There goes the on halt, guys. 1160, 1190. Damn. That thing said $12. Here I come. There is $12. My goodness. Again, pay yourself on the way up, please, 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 please. Alrighty, because the next halt probably down, and that's the scary one. Alrighty, because it's gonna open lower. So please. I know. I think they're just opening it up. They're looking for more money, basically. Vision. Nosotros, did you secure some monies? Yeah. Z, doubted? Yeah. Yep. You out? Nosotros, give me a high five. Well done. Yeah. The doubt comes, the doubt will be there every step of the way, Z. Yeah, every step of the way. I promise. That's why they say like trading is almost like an exercise in self-mastery, right? Yeah, because you will go through emotions that you've never been through, right? Trading isn't hard because it's hard. It's hard because you're basically having to rewire your whole mind and your whole life, and like you're learning things about yourself, like, oh, I'm impatient, oh, I'm greedy, oh, I need to not do this, like things that you've learned your entire life. You need to kind of change that, so it's yeah, so the self-doubt is definitely there. And yep. So if you're doubting yourself, just keep pushing through, right? Focus on like strategy, and like find a way to just stick to strategy, right? Learn strategy, stick to strategy, practice strategy. Alrighty. Try not to think too much, because when you think, that's when those negative emotions come into play. Yeah. Alrighty. So there goes your dip scheme. Alrighty. Alrighty. So again, $12.30, almost $10, right? So pretty nice dips there. Anyways, guys, we're gonna leave it here for the day, though. If you do become a member, right, when the stream is done on the weekend, your invite link. So click the link at the bottom of the chat there. Your invite link is going to be under the community section on YouTube, or send me an email, hottradesx@gmail. Have a wonderful weekend. Smash a like before you go. Hit that subscribe. Misty, I will find you. I'm kidding. So there goes $10 and probably halts it down, right? So secure your monies. Enjoy the weekend, right? Be safe. Much love all, and see you guys in Discord on the stream and next week. Josh says, I've been trading and investing since 2008, and I'm having a very tough time. and I'm having a tough time the last few days with doubt, right? It happens to the best of us. Remember that paper trading is core to success and realignment. Absolutely, Josh. Absolutely. You're welcome, Chris. CMCU in Discord. It really is. You know, the doubt doesn't go away. The doubt definitely doesn't go away. I think like at some point yeah, maybe this is a story for another day. But next time, ask me the question about doubt, and then kind of tell you. Let's go, Ghost. Come join us in Discord. Josh, have a wonderful vacation. I'm sure we'll keep chatting and you keep popping up, every so often. But yeah, you really deserve a break, Josh. Much love. Enjoy, stay blessed, and we'll chat soon. Ready? Chat soon. Much love, all. Your connection is not working, make sure it's the right email. Alrighty, Bilal, make sure you're using the right email. It's looking for the same email on YouTube you're paying with. It's going to be a Gmail email probably. Alrighty, so Gmail email. Try connecting with all your emails. Again, the second last video in that channel shows you what to do. Alrighty, so try it, and if it's not working, send me a DM or send me an email. Cool. Thank you, KB. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful weekend. Raven, much love. Have a wonderful weekend. Troy, have a wonderful weekend. The be in doubt, yeah. And I used to crush things, but these days I'm like, it's good to be in this community getting improved. Absolutely, Z. Trading to me like will be one of the hardest things you do, because when you do everything else, like your job, right? Your job is based on like your level of experience and what you've learned and blah blah blah, right? It's based on like all the things that right? So you can be exceptional at your job, right? Trading though, a lot of it is in that deep, deep, dark place in your mind. So you're fighting with your demons basically, and you're fighting demons that you never knew you had. So then you're like, what the hell is going on? How come I'm not getting it? Right? You're fighting with the deep demons basically. So that's why sometimes this is so difficult. It's not just, oh, I know how to trade, I'm learning this, I know this strategy, right? It's like, okay, you know the strategy, but then what? Right? What if I give you a curveball? Can you take the loss? Or are you going to be greedy because you're like, oh, I don't want to take a loss because I have an ego and I want to be right? Right? Then your ego is punishing you at that point. So all the deep, deep, dark demons, right? Is just not just about the jobs, is it? It's not, right? The demons. Alrighty, I'll leave you guys with that. So leave the demons behind. Much love, all. Virus, the goat, the goat. Have a wonderful weekend, Virus. Can you let SPY cross above 600 and stay there? Z, it is. Yeah. CM, you're a criminal, by the way. I like it a lot. We're gonna buy Canada, CM. Bye. Much love, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, all. Peace.